AD has approved KC-1400 collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. They're signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. You know, if you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. So I know after today, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we can continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need.
Jackson State has a collective full throttle. They have a collective full throttle. And I mean, like, so they, you know, we won the national championship in 2023, and we were slowly but surely trying to get our collective going. Jackson State won it this past year. Their collective is full throttle. Like, it is full throttle. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose anybody.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go!
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen. State said one story, my brand tells another. This is Jackson State. This is family. This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team. Support our NIL Collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI Love, Go Tigers.
Make no mistake about it, we're not having a pity party over here. You know, we Jackson State, so we got to get ready to go. Fam is not going to let up on us. We got to be ready come this weekend at 6 o'clock, ready to go, and we will be.
What's up, everybody? What's going on with it? Happy Hump Day. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, as always. There you go, TD. What's happening, bro?
Hey,
what's up, man? Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Sorry about the delay. I wasn't getting on until I was prepared to. So here we are. Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button as you guys come in. Pretty matter of fact show, and then we'll get out your way, man. Looking forward to this matchup coming up this weekend. Business as usual. We got 4 games left to win, so we can win the SWAC, host the SWAC championship, go back to the Celebration Bowl, win the Celebration Bowl again, and we can be back-to-back national champs. That's how that's going to go. I'm calling it here first. No stuttering. What up, Matthew? What's up, everybody? What's up, chat? Yeah. How you doing, though, bro?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm taking trying to take a nap for about 2 minutes. Got up because you know what I'm saying, getting back from Vegas, and then you know what I'm saying, still trying to go to the gym and stuff and work, man. I have to sometimes I have to talk to myself and like, hey, slow down, young man. You ain't young man as you ain't young as you used to be. Slow yourself down, man. But I'll be pretty good if I get a little rest. But with that being said, man, I'm doing good. I'm happy. I'm blessed to be here, you know, alive. I mean, the weather is changing here, Ken. It's cool here, bro.
And it's hot as cow piss in this joker over here, man. I can't. I don't understand it, bro. It's cold right now, but it's the worst time, bro. I had to go Yeah, it just middle of the day, bro. It's like 96. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
then,
really?
oh yeah, it was definitely up in the high 90s today. Then it dropped. Sun been cooking, but it's supposed to warm up this week. I'll be leaving out tomorrow. And it's you like this shirt? I wore it quite a few times. We're gonna get us another one this year. That's the goal. Be SWAC champs. Only difference is we want that thing to say 2025 SWAC champs. That's what we're working towards, man. It's football weather now, so make sure you pack your hoodies, your jackets, whatever the case may be. Look at the Tallahassee weather, man. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna drop to the 40s, man. Gonna get cold. Really? It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop now. It's definitely gonna drop, man. So I have my regular hoodie for the week, and
yeah, man.
Let's see, bro. Looking at right now on Saturday, it's 59 degrees in Tallahassee right now. So
52 here.
On Saturday, we are looking at a high of 72 and a low of 45. So that means that once the nighttime hit, it's gonna be dog is gonna be cold.
They said the nighttime is the right time.
Silent day.
Like, what's going on, man?
The woman you love.
Tiger Days, how y'all doing? I hope everybody, completely made it.
68 degrees at kickoff. That thing gonna drop. It's gonna get frigid. I will have on a nice little thermal. I will pack my jacket too. I ain't finna be out there getting sick, man. Get that. I ain't doing it. Matter of fact, let me turn this fan off. This fan blowing on me now. It's getting cool. But nevertheless, man, listen, as you guys come in, hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Follow us on all forms of social. We want to follow us on Facebook, man. Head over to Facebook, KC-1400 Media Group, and give us a follow. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're on our road to 9,000 subscribers on the channel. Give us a shout. Give us a follow on X, Instagram, and TikTok at KC-1400MG and at KC-1400 Collective. So appreciate you guys, man. Listen, it's Wednesday, man. We'll get the preliminaries out of the way, man, and then we're gonna talk a little football, and then we're gonna cut this thing off, man. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. How y'all feeling, Tiger Nation? Chat, what's going on? What's up, Chad? How y'all feeling?
I recovered from Vegas. Everybody have a good time. Safe trip.
Yeah, Vegas.
And all your money. Back at work trying to recoup, like me.
Yeah, Vegas was Vegas, bro. But it definitely could have been better in a lot of ways. I'll say that. 9,000 to 1 million. I like that. I love that, brother. Heck yeah. Like Tiger Nation was H-Town for the weekend. Took it to the Rockets in Texas while T.I. Love was in Vegas. Enjoyed it. Red Stick down before heading back to Vicksburg. Gotcha. All right. So 53 degrees at kickoff, 54 around 9 p.m. Yeah, man, 54 degrees is cold.
If 52 here right now, it's nice and chill.
I don't know if them Florida boys know how to. I don't know if they can adjust to that old cold weather over there. We'll be ready to play, man. It's gonna be. I don't know,
man. We got some Florida boys on the squad. Shout out to Nate. They love how Nate Big say, "I'm one of them Florida boys."
No, man, it's all right. It's football weather, man. This when when your hand get hit by the helmet, it hurt real bad when it's cold. Man, you gotta have a nice rushing attack. It just gets cold, man, after a while. But we'll be ready to go, man. Feeling a spree as a rut. Yeah, man. Vegas was nice, man. Trying to get those next 4 wins. We need to support the basketball team this year. They looking pretty good. Yeah, we support basketball every single year. We do. We're gonna be there though. Tiger Nation gonna pull up. We're gonna be there. Once we transition from, y'all know we always usually start the season off on the road. This year they sprinkled in a few home games, which I know those that are local would definitely try to get there. For us, no update on Morgan, and even if it was an update, we ain't putting it on this show. We got to go to JSU Tigers page for that and listen to Coach Taylor. If Coach Taylor give you an update, then you have your update. Outside of that, we ain't giving you no update. So, and it's just by that's the update. No update. All right.
Johnson, how you doing?
Bro said he was out there for 1 week. Damn. Man, did you win anything, James? Yeah, that old cold weather get a little, you know, them Southerners don't like that cold, man. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, hey man, listen, click that link. We rolling, man. Click that link, join the collective if you haven't. Definitely got a great push. We got a fundraiser coming up in Vicksburg in a couple of no, there is no Morgan update. There is no Morgan update. And there won't be one coming. Not from us, it won't. So that's the update. There is none. We just got to see what happens, man. We don't. When the team leaving Ken Thursday, Friday? Coach stated that you gotta go watch the press conference, bro. He put it on the press conference. I think we'll be more than likely. I mean, over 6 hours, the team is gonna probably leave Jackson on Friday. Wouldn't you think? You know they're not gonna drive down on Saturday. That'll be brutal, man. To take a 6.5 hour drive on a Saturday. Coach said we're gonna get down there on Friday, man, and get situated, get the guys rested. It was on the coach's call, I think. I think he touched on that. TD, what you think? I think it was the coach's call. So yeah, Friday will be pulling out Friday. What it do though? Anyway, thank you, man. We don't do that, and I'm not gonna. You know, I appreciate you guys for wanting to know, and the concern is definitely respected. Respect to you for wanting to know, but out of respect for just information being put in its proper space, we don't do that. Because if we mess around and say something and it's the wrong thing, that it's kind of hard to come back from that. So it's just best that we just not go there. So it's okay to ask, but we're gonna always tell you the same time we're not gonna give you any player update on injuries. We like this ain't the NBA, and we not Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and Damon Jones over here. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oh, the mafia, right? And then you put the players up front like they part of the damn the Italian mafia. Get them out of here, man. It's a joke, man. It's the coach's call. Yeah, just go watch the coach's call. It's on the YouTube page. Yeah, it's always there. It won't break no news. The lurkers, they be looking. But y'all see us on Saturday. We'll be in the Jack. TD, we're gonna have uniforms on Saturday that's got Jack State going across the front. We're gonna have a whole football team ready to play. So you'll see everybody that's ready to rock and roll come Saturday. I'm ready, man.
I mean, far as the injury stuff, man, we praying and hoping that everyone is healthy that needs to be.
Appreciate you there, Travis. I do know we got one of the ADs right here in the chat every most of the nights, and whenever there's anything to tell on player injuries, it will come out on our end. That's how that works.
Yeah, that I was about to say.
So just listen for the school. School give their update. They ain't gonna hide nothing from me whenever there's something to give. I appreciate Coach Taylor for staring down the barrel of the media when they ask those tough questions. He always give an answer. Never say, "Hey man, we don't ask me that question." He's just very professional with it, and he always.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. And he'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? He'll be very matter of fact. Just got to follow. So what I did, I always extract from the coach's call. You can go to the YouTube page and you can watch the call. You can just watch what Coach Taylor had to say on the call, or you can go to Facebook and watch it as well. Or you can go to SWAC Digital Network, HBCU Sports, everybody that pretty much posted, it's out there. And there's that. But listen, anyway, hey, listen, man. Let's get these numbers up, baby. Keep these numbers going. We need a strong push. We got some major efforts. Had a great call with Coach O today. It's a Operation 2026 things looking to grow our partnership over in the football department. I'll just leave that at that. But as well as, just continue to grow our partnership with the university, man, and continue to get better. Because I'm going to say this, TD, I'm going to just jump right into it. It was a painful day for me when you see the news that comes out with the philanthropy that came from the Mackenzie Scott Foundation. You know what I'm saying? I know there's been some listening sessions going on with the president and president situation. Family, let me tell you guys something. If you guys don't believe that having the right male or man or woman leading the institution is not absolutely very critical, it can cost you a lot. It can cost you a lot. It was very, very painful, but at the same time, you're happy for those who did get a bag today or get a bag this week, But we missed it, and that hurts, man. That hurts a lot because we can definitely use those resources. What am I talking about, right? We're talking about Mackenzie Scott giving millions of dollars again to the HBCUs and a logo and a name that you don't see on that list is Jackson State. We're gonna have Brother Seeley, if you don't mind, come up a little later right before we close out. I want to get some thoughts on what he had to say, but back in 2020, she gave over $560 to a total of 23 HBCUs. This month, she provided millions more. Several: Morgan State, $63 million, Alcorn, $42. Shit, man. Alabama State, $38. University of Western Maryland Eastern Shore, $38 million last month. $70 million to the Negro College Fund, United Negro College Fund, which supports 37 member schools. It's dope, man. Valid now. What I'm saying is, right? Somebody tell Mackenzie Scott, we got some. I think Brother Jerome put out there that they reached out to us in 2019, and we dropped the ball. We didn't answer the call, and it sucks because it's just, imagine what we could do. I'm so happy for these universities, man, to get this money, because it ain't it's rare that you get these types of opportunities. And I wanted to go right to it. Listen, I'm like, call it back. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens. So when you guys are sitting in that room and you're talking to the IHL and you're talking about why it's important to put the proper leadership in place and stop giving us these jack leg coach presidents, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough because in 2019, who was the president? Was it Bynum?
So what you say?
Who was president in 2019?
2019 before COVID.
Bynum.
Or was it not? Okay.
I want to say it was Bynum. Wasn't it Bynum? It's Bynum. Right before he flamed out with the little prostitution thing over in Clinton.
Okay.
Yeah, the president we all said no to. We was at the IHL like, absolutely not. We don't want him. We want him. Like everybody was like, I already know it was Bynum. I was just asking the question. Yeah, it was definitely Bynum.
So somebody called with a large number of sum to give.
It reached out. Definitely reached out. It's confirmed. It reached out. And I mean, shucks, man. You know what I'm saying? We could use that. We could have used a nice little 40 ball. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, at this point, we'll take 8. Can we get 8, 5, 3, something? We'll take it. But nah, man, hey, listen, you gotta have the right leadership, man. And everybody suffers when the leadership is not right. Love Dr. Denise Gray. I mean, I'm so thankful that she's in place right now to stabilize things. She's been doing a phenomenal job, TD. And that usually what happens. What do I think about that? I love Dr. Gregory, but I think we still need to do, what we need to do. But I'm just saying, if that's who, follow the process. Just follow the process, man. That's how we got in this situation that we're in. Process works. You know what I mean? And but we'll move on to that. Leadership matters. It definitely matters.
It does.
Just like have the right leadership in place, hey man, you miss opportunities. And it's not just that, it's other opportunities.
I mean, because when you speak on leadership, you talk about in all realms of life, period. Parenting, coaching, anything that you have someone alive or livelihood in your hands, it definitely matters.
Without question, bro. Listen, man, I want to see everybody get a bag. I know we talk that stuff, man, and we especially in competition. Now, in sports, I don't care about none of these schools. I don't. I make that very well known. I hope they lose all their games and you have to fire your coach. I stand by that. I'm not rooting for them in sports. I'm just not, because they are very nasty towards the brand. So my response, I'm a mirror. You can't be nasty to me and then expect me to be kikiing and ha-haing and rooting and kumbaya. No, when you play an FBS school, I'm going to root for the FBS school to kick your teeth down your throat. Because that's how y'all do us. And I'm not finna, I'm sorry, I'm not that guy. I failed that class where we gotta be kumbayaing when it's y'all turn, but then when it's us, y'all just sit here and hold hands and have vigils for Jack State to lose. Man, the hell with these schools when it comes to that. Now, from a brand of a HBCU brand and the university institutions, without question, I want to see every university thrive. I do. I absolutely do. So I'm happy for those institutions right now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit back and act like, man, hey, I'm happy for them. If you're an alum of those schools, you should be happy that you got a bag. Hopefully, though, that the alums and they can see the tangible fruit of what that money was used for, and you want to see growth. You want to see upgrades. You want to see research. You want to see whatever the heck it comes. You get what I'm saying, bro? It go a long way, man, if you manage it right, and I'm sure they will. Go ahead.
No. I just basically saying, I mean, that's definitely.
I hate when people do that, by the way, bro. I'm sorry. What? I hate when people do that. We're doing a show, and it's like, anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. So I don't want to get nasty in the chat, but I hate when people do that. But go ahead.
But man, I just about to say, I mean, yeah, other schools, do that. But what I just be like, you know what? The only thing the way to combat that is continue to win, Ken. Regardless of what no one else has to say or feel about the school, winning cures, in this case, all. So regardless, I mean, I know that. I mean, you have your selective few that really stand, as a fist, but there's very few. But that's just the way it is. But you know what? I found that to be in other leagues too. I know a whole lot of people that, don't care for Ole Miss winning, that go to Mississippi State with the Mississippi State. That's just a rivalry thing, at the end of the day. Because I be around them. They like, man, I hope they lose everything. They kind of feel the same way. But at the end of the day, if someone feel like that about your school, just continue to support your school and continue to win. But they say if people ain't hating you, ain't doing something right.
I hear you. I feel you, bro. I said what I had to say. I ain't never rooting for you. I don't care. I'm sorry, bro. I've seen enough. You didn't say it enough, and it is what it is. We good.
So here's a question I have about the donations, because like you said, I think she donated to some of the schools before. Of course, not knowing the inner workings of school and how it is divided amongst the different departments or sports or whatever, I don't know. But if she gave some, if school was giving millions of dollars 5 or 6 years ago, why are some of them still singing the same song?
They said it looked like it's giving it to them in installments.
Okay,
we don't know because we ain't getting none. I can't tell you. I don't know what they doing. We ain't getting no money. It's nice to get some installments. We'll take that too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe it was some installments. I'm pretty sure it wasn't lump sums.
Hey, but either way, man, good for you guys, man. Continue to. We're gonna get what's for us. That I do know. I just wanted to use that. And brother C, leave you out there, man. We'll close it up with you because that's the most important. I want that to be the last thing. We'll jump into some preliminaries and then we'll jump into what we want to talk about tonight. Like I said, click the link, join the collective. We got a new fundraiser open. The Red Hoodie Fleece is open for it's available, man. So somebody can drop the link in the chat if you don't mind. Pull it out of the collective chat. this fleece is now available. We're just going through it. If you like it, grab it. If you don't, sit on it. But we're gonna keep dropping one item every time you turn around. We're gonna continue to do it because it's working. We got a nice little hoodie jacket that's coming that we'll do in a fundraiser as well. Navy, it had a logo on it on the left pocket. And it goes from small all the way up to a 5X. So we'll have it for the big guys. I got something for y'all, man. For us, rather. Let me say that too. I'm right in the middle, but you know, some of these hoodies don't really be having the sizes that everybody need, but definitely we'll have it for you guys. But head over to Point City Brewing if you don't have your old-fashioned syrup and your margarita mix. Hit that website, pointcitybrewing.com. It's right there on the page. Grab your syrup, grab your margarita mix. Let us know what you think, how you like it. Mix it with that Greenwood, TD. You can mix it with whatever. You mix it with that Greenwood whiskey, greenwoodwhiskey.com. Grab your Greenwood. Head over to Cat Head as well. Grab your vodka, man. We will be having another mixer, Alcorn weekend, that Friday night. We'll be over there at Cat Head with the 21st or something to that effect. So be looking out for that. Hey, man, shout out to D. Corey C. I got to get my cat head when I get paid Friday. There you go. Shout out to D. Corey C, man. He sat down with a former SID, Dennis Driscoll. He's over at FAMU. He's a great show by D. Corey C. Corey's been putting out a lot of interviews lately. Grab this interview if you have it. Check out what he had to say about those Rattlers from Tallahassee. And also one of the latest women's basketball interviews he did was Miss Cameron O'Neal. Great interviews he's been putting out. Check that out. I want that hoodie jacket. You're going to get that hoodie jacket. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop it tomorrow. And I'll put it on all forms of social. You guys will see it. No mixer for the Bethune game. No. We can go over there, but we're not doing an official mixer, but it'll be open though. It'll be open. You can always go get your bottle. We're going to go by there, but it's not going to be nothing that we're going to advertise. So we'll be over there with Blue Bingo. We'll be mixing it up. But the official advertisement, what we're going to push is going to be Alcorn weekend. So we will be at Cat Head Friday night for Bethune-Cookman, but it won't be an official KC-1400 NIL mixer type. That will be for Alcorn weekend. All right. What we got next, TD? Hey, man, big news from Coach Mo. This is huge, man. I wasn't quite sure. Mason Williams, 3-star point guard, left Germantown, went to Memphis prep school. I think he's in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. He just committed, man. See, this is big time, bro. And I know you say, well, you know, this is his son. You know, we got Mikey. We got Mike, his oldest son, and Mason. I think Mason is Mike is special, but Mason is a dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? Really? Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, he's in my opinion, he's a killer on the court. You know, great ball handler, distributor. He can score. It's amazing to see both of them because they both have certain aspects of their father's game and kind of got their own little twist to it. But getting both of these young brothers, man, together with their pops, Coach Mo can really build something special. We definitely looking to partner with men's basketball to try to help assist Coach get a powerful roster, man. But this is huge, big time pickup because he could have easily went somewhere else. Could have.
So Ken, there's maybe 2026. Of course, says next. But is he? Are you saying he already in college? He went somewhere already?
No, he went to a prep school. He's a senior in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, Mike was a senior. He was a junior, so he had 1 year high school ball left. So he's balling right now in high school. Mike is obviously playing. This is freshman year. So this is it's good stuff, man. I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
Yeah, I absolutely love it, man. Why not keep the talent around if you can bring it in? I think I think both teams gonna look real good this year, Ken. I'm looking to see how they play on the hardwood for sure.
No doubt about it, brother. No doubt about it. So big pickup. I like the young brother that was there on the visit. I forgot his name. Carson Davis, big time 6'8", big time shooter. Having him on an official. Look, man, Coach. Listen, basketball is and get fun, you get the right talent, bro.
I gotta look more into it, Ken. I want to know we're gonna run this year. We're doing the running and gunning.
You can look at the roster and tell that. We don't have those big bruises like we had last season. You know, the slower paced basketball. It's gonna be run and gun, man. It's gonna be attack. We're gonna play a lot faster than we played. We're gonna shoot the 3 ball a lot more. I think it's gonna be to our benefit. So I like that. I like that for us. But good news here with Mason Williams committing.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I love it.
Great day for volleyball, man. We congratulations to Miss Jaden James and Miss Kamira Watkins, both offensive and defensive players of the week for the SWAC. The SWAC did, you know, they did their thing, beating up on Southern, I want to say, in Alcorn and whoever else in front of us. So in a really good space right now for the volleyball program. As I stated, we just finished up. We have finalized, we partnered with 4 of our volleyball athletes. We will introduce them hopefully Saturday, man. Hopefully I'll have those photos Saturday. So we'll put it out there publicly on social media. We, as I stated, with the collective, we are officially at 45 athletes that we partner with this year. So head over to when you go to KC-1400 Collective, it's not just KC-1400 Collective signups, but you can also check out our NIL athletes. If you go to the website right now, KC-1400 Collective, and you click the tab where it says NIL athletes, you can see all of our brand ambassadors. And if you click their photo, it'll take you straight to their social media page. So one of the things we want you guys to do is make sure you're following all of our athletes. Make sure you, engage with them on social, man. Tell them how much you appreciate their talent and being a JSU Tiger. So that's the other element to that. Just wanted to make sure I emphasize that for you guys. Coming up next year, we're also going to revamp the website. We're going to have a much cooler page, a lot more interactive and stuff like that. So just be on the lookout for that. Want to understand golf so I can follow a new program. Yeah, we did have we had a young brother. I think his name is, I don't even think I put it up there, man. Now that I think about it, I saved it and everything. But I'll go ahead and mention it. He made the all-tournament team. Brother JD Burnt, I think first top 10 finish for the program for him. And great job to Coach Rob and the work that he's doing with the JSU golf program. Happy to have that back. But we definitely are moving in the right direction toward that Commissioner's Cup, TD. Moving right along, man. Bethune-Cookman game, our next home game. Hey, listen, man, flash sale, 2025 ticket special. So listen, tickets on sale now, $35 only. And guess what, TD? If you got any youth under the age of 18, get in free versus Bethune-Cookman.
Really?
Yes, sir. Go bring all your kids, man. Bring your kids, your cousins, your nephews. We got to inundate them with that Jackson State University football flavor. You got to let them get that experience if they haven't. So for all those who have, really just didn't like the fact that we didn't have youth tickets or whatever the case may be, bring them on that high school day, man. You get in free, 18 and under. Now the thing about this one though, but listen, grab your tickets, man. 601-979-0845. If you got season tickets, obviously you have it in there. But let's not punt on Bethune-Cookman. It's going to be a big-time game. We win this game in Florida. Yeah. That game is going to be critical. I know how Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman bringing a band. They get to play that fight song y'all like that I like. And then too, it's going to be it's huge for us. Every game we got to get. So we can't clinch the East until we play against Alcorn, unless somebody lose, unless Alabama State or everybody lose. You get what I'm saying? So every game matters, and we need Tiger Nation to show up and show out, man, because these guys are going to definitely need our support, more specifically this weekend in Tallahassee. If you can go to Tallahassee or can come to Tallahassee, let's pull up down there in Tallahassee and give our support. Y'all know how we take over away stadiums, right? And Juby Bragg was a Jackson State Tiger, in case y'all don't know that. So we brag a little different around here. so we going to one of our home away from home stadiums. I know y'all don't like it. It's every game is like a playoff game. We got to be there, man. So no games, no out game. That means Valley too. Itabena, we on the way. We pulling up, TD. We coming.
Hey, so look, everyone is out here. I mean, that's listening or that's going to listen later. far as this high school day, if you in, the rural surrounding areas, Carthage, Yazoo, I mean, anywhere that there's a small school, load up your bus and bring your kids down to the game. Let them get a little experience.
Man, listen, TD, that's well said. Coaches, you can bring your whole football team.
That's what I'm saying. Just get one. If they don't allow you to get one yellow bus, get the big yellow bus though.
But if you got that 19 to 20-year-old that's playing lineman for you, he gonna probably have to show ID and get a ticket. I'm just playing, man.
Oh, man. Tyler Town, Kosciuszko, calling.
Come on, man. Terry, Hazelhurst.
Yeah, come on.
Pike County, South Pike. What's happening?
Right. Get the big yellow bus.
Yeah.
And the little one.
Lanier, Provine, Callaway, Merle, Forest Hill.
Bring them on.
I need to see all of them in the building, man.
That's right.
Hey, on Saturday, you play Friday night. Saturday, you need to be at the state. Columbus, Tupelo, Grenada, Yazoo City, Yazoo County.
Right.
No Bishop Sycamore player. Hey, if he got a beard like mine, his voice deep. Hey, I'm 17. Like, no, boy, I need to see ID.
Oh man. Hey, it's not only for the student athlete, flag girls,
everybody, band members.
Hey man, I almost said call girls. We ain't doing call girls.
You still in Vegas, ain't you? Streetwalker, perusing. That boy still perusing in his mind. Boy, did you do the Cirque du Soleil? Did you do the burlesque show? Golden Triangle. What's up, baby? Talk to me, man. Raymond, all of y'all, man. TD, he said, not no call girls, but no.
Yeah, I know.
He done told on himself. See how he just slipped out?
Yeah, that's us on the back of your brain.
He got swallowed up.
Oh my God, boy! You know what? I'll tell you the truth.
The man said, "You ever been swallowed?"
Hey man, well, went on his Vegas staying in.
It was, but hell, you weren't letting out talking about some call girl. What you want?
No, man, I was talking about. I don't know. I didn't want to call him the wrong name because last time I called the Jay said the majorettes, boy, I tell you, they hit me hard, bro. So what do they call those young ladies in high school? The majorettes. Yeah, flag girl, majorette, drill team. Any young person, bring them on down to the game. Got something for all of them.
Yes,
hey,
indeed,
Travis, if I tell you, you ain't gonna make it to Tallahassee, bro.
He said his actions was made after the art of the apothecary. I tell you, I gotta kill you now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm leaving blackmail. Well. Well, y'all.
It's all good. Hey, but listen, man. But again, $35 tickets. That's awesome. And then 2, you get, like I said, 18 and under get in free. Man, that stadium need to be full of kids. By the way, my daughter, Alyssa, you going to the game with daddy on. You going with me. She never want to go with me, but she going with me. I'm bringing her with me, dog. Bring your friend too. It's all good. I'm on daddy duty in this game. It's all right. You got to at least come to the game one time. My friend, granddaddy got tickets to go to the game. I'm like, do you know who your daddy is, man? Goddamn, you don't want to go to the game with daddy? You ashamed of me? What's happening with that? Kids.
Oh, flag core, TD.
She said, my daughter said, I don't want to stand up watching the game, Dad. I want to go sit down. I said, you can. She was like, I just want to be with some other teenagers. I was like, I want you to be with teenagers too. Bring your friends with you. And then y'all go do what y'all do. But come back, though. I think I'm a little, you know.
Hey, come on to the game with Daddy, darling, and get his credit card.
No.
And go to the concession stand.
She got her own. One thing she ain't got to worry about. She deep in my pocket now. She ain't got to worry about that. She good.
I understand. You get Daddy credit card for you and your friends.
Not up in there.
In fact,
no, sir. I don't need no glitches. Mess around.
Find the golden fish stand and go for it.
TV, we gonna eat at the tailgate. Well, I ain't tailgating I ain't tailgating Saturday because it's too early. We got to do the show, get over there, do the Tiger Walk, going straight in. Is it? No tailgate. I stop and grab me a plate on the way in and keep it rolling. That's right. Come back. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, did Snoop bring 38 million? Nah, he didn't. I did see him on the No Limit versus Cash Money versus though. Did you watch that, bro?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, that was awesome. By the way, shout out to D. Corey C, man. D. Corey C is a big time, No Limit fan, bro. He was in Hollywood. He went. Oh man, Corey was the biggest Master P fan on earth. Is the biggest Master P fan on earth. No Limit. Corey had the necklace and the charm and everything. He had the tank.
Man,
all right, man. Hey, listen, breaking though, but listen, if you guys do bring the kids, oh my gosh, man, Mia X and Juvenile, oh my goodness, man. Yeah, they were the stars of the verses though. They had I love Mia X, by the way. Woo! Said it was two different types of music for sure. 18 and under will be a live free admission in Jack State versus Bethune-Cookman game on November 15th. However, you must enter through gate 10G, accompanied by your parent or legal guardians. They must purchase tickets. So 10G. Don't just come to the other side. Tell myself, I got my 15-year-old. We were supposed to get in. 10G. Find out where 10G is. I'm pretty sure there would be some communication to let everybody know where to go. I expect to see that line super long. I don't bring them there and turn them loose now. Y'all got to still, we don't need no cutting up like that. You know what I'm saying? Bring them to the game, have a good time, and get, it's going to be good. My first lady of the tank. That's right. But now, man, anyway, jumping to the football, man.
Yeah, Mia X had lyrics, man. I said, listen.
Mia X she put on a heck of a show. You could hear her lyrics clear, and it wasn't about they weren't selling Las Vegas call girls through the music. They weren't selling SEX, man, on through music like the way that they are now. They did it some back then, but back then it was about bars, bro. It was about rapping and actually talking that talk. But Mia X was like that though.
Yeah, she was.
She paved way for a lot of the ladies that came through. You know what I'm saying? She still is, brother. That's right.
I mean,
yeah. I was just thinking about Gangsta Boo and Lachette.
Nah, I mean, when you think of the ladies like that, man, you think of the Brad EVE. You know what I'm saying? Those just a few, man.
They came after her. She paid the way for them.
It definitely. I mean, it was a little later.
But man, I'm gonna say this right here, man. There was one moment in the verses, and if y'all watched it, there was just I went crazy, TD.
What's that?
Watching it, man. Because when I graduated high school, don't everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on.
Right.
Well, that was my jam in high school, right? But Birdman got on that thing talking about, man, I started this stun S. I started this S. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, I was the first one that started. I was rocking this jewelry. I was the first one that had tattoos on my face, rocking diamonds in my teeth. I started this stun S. And then they played stun, you know what I'm saying? Number one stunner, what, stunner. They started playing that, you know what I'm saying? It was going down.
Did they let Mystical come on now?
Man, Mystical is in jail for rape. Like a third time.
I thought I was seeing him on the video with
lead Mystical where he at, bro.
I thought I seen him on the video with Manny Fresh doing the song. Okay.
No, Mystical in jail, man. He had got out of jail for all the rape charge and went back again for rape. So he a rapey dude, bro. So yeah, leave him where he at. But anyway, man, after that part, TD, Man, the part that just got me good. Mr. Master P said, all right, okay. He said, yeah, you started, he said, Birdman, you started that stun S. You started that stun S, but he said, but this what I started. And man, he said, drop that to KL. That man played that by they played that bout it. I said, oh, I got chills. I was like, I started this bout it. I mean, he played bout it. I went crazy. I represent. Where them killers at? Third, I was like, oh, I got chills all over, bro. I was like, damn, that was a mic drop moment for Master P, bro. That shit was so hard, bro. Come on, man. I don't care where you, if you from the South and they drop that bout it, come on, man. That was the hardest street anthem ever, bro. Give me one that was harder than that. Bout it.
I mean, it took me a minute to
Now, don't get me wrong, Cash Money, I rocked with Cash Money more
lyrically
coming up because Cash Money was morphed out of Master P them, and then they kind of took it to the next level, and it was a part of my youthful era. So I related to BG and Turk and all them, which BG and Turk weren't there, right? Juvie, you got to just put some respect on Juvie. Juvie, one of the greatest to ever come through, if not the greatest of Cash Money. He just held it. I know Lil Wayne became the most famous, but Juvie was that dude. He just got a hell of a delivery. But BG came out there too, man. He had that grimy music. It was a little different, man. He had them dope beats. It was a good time. Go watch it on YouTube if y'all haven't had a chance to watch it, man. Break 'em Off some was hard too. Break 'em Off some ain't really, it ain't had them 808s like the music changed, but that bout it was just, I represent. Where them killers at? One, man, that did something to me, man. And then the last part they did one, and then Snoop came out, man. When they dropped that out the mother thugs them down for my and then I ain't know Snoop would go. He just came out there, bro. And no C Murder, no. But let me say this, and I'm gonna move on. Young Bleed performed "How You Do That." You know what I'm saying? And then right after that, bro, he's actually in the hospital right now, bro, fighting for his life.
Young Bleed.
He had a brain aneurysm. Crazy, man.
Did they do the make him say ta-na-na-na-na?
Oh yeah. And they all came. Mia X performed, Fiend performed, you know, Master P, man. Dun, dun. He running in position. And then you got videos out there, man. P doing them high knees. Make him say, hey man, but they were on point. It was a celebration. If you from New Orleans, man, or from Louisiana, you were proud. If you were from the South, and it was a great.
Shout out to Warren Newman.
Yeah, it was great, man. Shout out to Whoa, man. That's right, bro. Shout out to Warren, bro. But anyway, let's get into some football, man. Birdman was shot. I ain't no NBA young boy signed with Cash Money. I ain't know that. That ain't my era, y'all. Y'all can have that NBA young boy stuff. Not saying he the top dog of this era, but I don't really get into all his music like that. Man, Fiend was one of my favorite No Limit artists ever. Rest in peace to Magic. I love Magic. Shoot, man. Silk the Shocker was performing CD, and he was just as offbeat as he was back in the day. He didn't like it sounded just like the record.
Oh my.
So it wasn't no mistake. He was able to do it in person. That man said P jogged in place 100 miles. But anyway, man, KLF Fresh was any day. It ain't my fault. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it, man. So listen, the standings for the SWAC, it is what it is. Prairie View versus Alabama State this week. You might see some changes there. But from the Celebration Bowl, TD, the Celebration Bowl standings, you got Jack State still 5-2 leading the East. Prairie View leading the West. Delaware State, bro, is balling right now. 5-3. They beat North Carolina Central. And then they staring at the same record with South Carolina State. They played each other the last game of the season, TD, South Carolina State versus Delaware State. That could be the de facto MEAC championship game, bro. So the winner of that game probably going to win the MEAC if neither one of them lose. Tomorrow, Delaware State takes on Norfolk State. D-Jack versus Mike Vick in Philly on a Thursday night game, bro, on ESPNU. So I'm going to tune into that. I expect Delaware State to run all over Norfolk. but you never know. They might get up for this one, and they might mess around and beat them.
But Delaware State, the game tomorrow on ESPNU.
ESPNU tomorrow, man. Delaware State versus Norfolk State at Prudential Field in Philly. So, but Delaware State, I think they're going to beat the snot out of them. Mike Bicknam just not very good. Either they not very good or he ain't very good. But we're going to find out in a little while. But that's the standings, bro. That's the standings. When you get to just where we rank right now, even though we dropped the game, the HBCU post still got Jack State ranked number 1 in HBCU football. Stan Beckton got us at 1, and also HBCU Go got us at number 1. I'm good with that. Now we just got to go win now.
I actually seen some polls that had it Alabama State one. I was wondering, how, I don't know if they're going out points or what they got going on.
I oppose anybody that I don't. Wins and losses on the field matter, bro. When we were at our best and they were at their best, we beat them. Y'all, and then it's like people just act like what happened with us didn't happen, and we lost the game with our starting quarterback, who was really starting to make a case for Player of the Year offensively.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Justin.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to them folks, man. When people do stuff like that and they have emotional drops like that, I stopped paying attention to them. I saw the poll where they had us ranked number 2. I said, leave us right there. Thank you. Right there. But with that being said, we got some games this weekend. Bethune-Cookman versus Valley. Expect a big win for Bethune-Cookman over Valley. Southern heading on to Pine Bluff. Southern should win that game. Should, but we never know. Texas Southern Alcorn is going to be an interesting game, TD, because Alcorn need that game. It's bad, but I think Texas Southern only one loss. They're in contention for winning the West, so they're going to probably play their butts off. I would take Texas Southern in that game over Alcorn. I'm going to take Southern over Arkansas Pine Bluff, Bethune-Cookman over Mississippi Valley. I think Alabama A&M beats Grambling. Grambling will be without their starting quarterback. Without their starting quarterback, they're not very good without their starting quarterback. Brother T said, who we hope is, we wish him a 100% full recovery. Let's say it that way.
I mean, the last thing I read on it that he was still in Vegas, but he was very responsive. So
yeah. Eventually he'll make. I don't know when he'll make the trip home if he haven't already started that commute. But we definitely, prayers up for him. But I expect Alabama A&M. I don't know when Quad Brown is going to be back. I know he got banged up pretty bad against us. They didn't have a good showing in the Magic City Classic. However, they got to go to the hole to take on Grambling, coming off an emotional high. Usually when it comes to emotional highs, you have a letdown. I don't think that Grambling is going to be able to score enough points against Alabama A&M, who I think will rebound from the Magic City Classic. That's just my opinion. So I got Alabama A&M in that game. Alabama State, I got Alabama State beating Prairie View in Houston at Prairie View. I like it because, TD, we get to watch the game. I'm excited about that because we get to watch football before we play the last game of the day. And it's going to be on ESPN. And all eyes will be on Jack State versus FAMU in Tallahassee.
Correct. I mean, now compared to last week and other week, when you look at this, schedule, Ken, it's a nice even matchup. Another, I can watch either one of these games. It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh my God, this team right here is gonna dominate this team. I think these are really great matchups, and they really can go either way in most cases. But when you look at the Bethune Valley game, again, Valley gonna show up, for a quarter or two. Then I think Bethune-Cookman probably just walk off with them. The thing with them, excuse me, the thing with Bethune-Cookman, man, they are a quick strike team. I mean, they love to open up with the bomb. They love opening up with a pass from their jump to go ahead and get things started. If they do that on Valley, jump ahead on Valley, they'll definitely, run them off the field. I'm like you between that Southern and that UAPB game. You never know what's Coach Hampton team going to show up. I mean, but Valley did play a pretty tough game against. Southern did play a pretty tough game against FAMU. Coach Mack, I guess you can see a little difference in the team. They want to play a little harder now, put up a few more points.
Yep,
but I'm with you. Wouldn't be totally surprised at UAPB because they show up at different times, but I think Southern kind of starting to get a little confidence about themselves. So yeah, I think Southern will take this one.
I think Trey Holly will have a big game against them.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Trey Holly, I just watching him throughout, even when we was playing them, the game before we played them, even when we played them, I was like, okay, yeah, he's a little better than average. But now the season has gone on. He's got comfortable, gotten in shape, and gotten it started. The young man is tough. You know what I'm saying? He powerful, hard to take down.
Yep.
So you definitely right on that. Alcorn, Texas Southern, like you said, this is another good matchup. Another game I won't mind watching. And when you start getting the win, when you get 1 or 2 wins under your belt, Ken, you start to feel a little confident about it. So especially when your coach start telling you the season's not over for you, these games right here matter. But what they're playing at Alcorn, or they playing in Texas. Let's see, Braves. Okay, they started playing at Texas Southern. How to get an edge to Texas Southern? I mean, Alcorn is playing decent ball, I guess, for the time right now. But I think Texas Southern edged them. And as far as Alabama, A&M, Grambling, to me, T said it was their offense. Don't get me wrong. The running back, number 7, he wasn't. I mean, he was pretty good. I think he a little better against us than he probably should have been because the edge stayed open. But I'm like you, probably Alabama A&M on in this game with them missing their quarterback. Alabama State, Prairie View, that game right there really stands out to me, kid, and it has so much weight on it. I hadn't been totally impressed with Prairie View this year. They winning, they undefeated for sure. And for Coach Jackson first season for the to change the program around. I mean, he's doing an excellent job on that side, but just jumping off the screen, I hadn't seen that. Not saying that they don't have it in them, but with that being said, Alabama State has been as advertised from the first game of the season to when they played us to now. Everybody's doing his thing. I think he'll continue to do his thing on Saturday against Prairie View. So I got Alabama State in that one. And so now we're down to the main event.
Yeah, I don't. Wildflower, we're not losing no more games, bro. I don't give a damn about your feeling. That ain't nothing but gas. Go on, push that out and fart it out and spray a little air freshener. Not happening. There's a lot of people who felt like we were gonna lose game. We didn't win. We didn't lose, and then we'll go ahead and move it to the next game. I feel like I don't feel nothing about Bethune-Cookman. Because believe it or not, I could say something, I just leave it at that. When it comes to our team didn't take a listen. We had a beautiful situation with 15 being our quarterback, but we also knew that even if he wasn't playing, we had a backup quarterback that can go out there and continue to win games at a high clip. So all we got to do is run the ball and stop and play defense. You follow what I'm saying? So we're gonna be just fine, but we got to get FAMU first. Once we beat FAMU, and if we don't win, then obviously the obvious is the obvious. But we beat FAMU, TD, all the conversation changes again. Then everybody switches over to Bethune-Cookman because they know we're gonna beat the snot out of Valley. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, okay, Bethune-Cookman this, Bethune-Cookman that. Bethune-Cookman don't have no defense, though. If you really just want to be honest about it. You get what I'm saying? When you go back and look at they can definitely try to outscore you. But if you give a team, that's exactly right. I'm just telling you guys, listen, if you can't watch that game versus Grambling and see what transpired, you think that our team all of a sudden just became talent, like our talent level just dropped all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden we just forgot how to play football. No, we had a moment, we had a bad moment, an unexpected moment where we lost our emotional. We lost the leader of the team, and it literally sent a shockwave through the entire sideline. It was some confusion because it wasn't attached to. Yeah, it was. It wasn't attached to a particular play, TD. It was very confusing for a minute. And it's almost like, you can test this, it almost like time just stood still for a minute. Like we were just like waiting and looking and waiting, and everybody was trying to figure out what. And for long, the game just kept going on and on. We stayed at 10 and stayed at 10. And then finally it was like we looked up, we down, and it's like, damn, but we moved on from that. So it is what it is. But at the same time, I don't have, you feel how you feel, but that's 3 games away from now. So you got a feeling that in 3 weeks, there's going to be another lot.
Well,
I'm with you. I'm not even putting anything into Bethune-Cookman yet, because we got to get past FAMU first. The only thing that matters right now is FAMU, right? We don't know how this thing gonna shape out, because hell, TD, what happens if Bethune-Cookman fumbles the ball a few times and Valley just had a phenomenal day all of a sudden? You get what I'm saying?
On the first drive.
Well, it just was I don't came out flat. We drove down the field and scored.
On the first drive.
Oh, we were cooking. We were finna, man, listen, that was easy money, man. And then the COVID come out the game, we was like, wait a minute, what just happened? Wait a minute. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm not, listen, call it what you want to call it. We beat Alabama State by 4 points, TD. 3 points, 4 points. How many points was it? 4? Now you want to surface it. Man, DEA, man, go on back to where you came from, bro. Just go back. You've been gone forever. Now you want to surface. We ain't trying to talk to you. We'll talk to you this weekend, man. So we beat Alabama State, TD. Man, they barely beat Alabama State. Everybody at full strength. It was a slugfest game of the year. We lose our starting quarterback in the first quarter, and T said get hurt on the last drive. We had some fluky plays. Dropped the link. Man, I'm not dropping no damn link tonight. I don't want to talk to you tonight. No. We're not. No. Anyway, and then all of a sudden, we lose by 2 points. They kicked the field goal. They with some questionable calls at the end. They led to putting them in field goal range. The young brother kicked the field goal. These same people who said we barely beat Alabama State said we got our butt kicked by Grambling. Same team, same player. It's amazing how it worked out. How people say what they say. So again, it's okay.
A 2-point loss is a butt kicking,
and the 4-point loss is barely.
Yeah, I mean we lost. I mean we beat Alabama State.
By 3 or whatever it was. What was it? 3 points?
It was 4.
4. I thought it was 4.
438 final.
Yeah. So again, a win is a win. I saw they AD talking smack online. He was still looking for a blue and white tiger. I said, you're gonna be looking for a new coach soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, he said that on the stage at the prayer rally, but nevertheless, that that play with that catch, with that young man catching for about 5 yards. I need to go back and watch that one, because when I was standing there looking, it appeared that, and then, like I said, I definitely have to watch it again, but it appeared that his feet was off the ground, his body landed out of bounds. So I was kind of shocked when they gave him those extra yards.
Yeah, it was bad. That I went back and looked at it, man. That whole
was it a catch?
No, it wasn't a catch. It was a fumble. It was a couple of things. It was a ineligible man down the field that was missed. It was a few things that transpired in that game, bro. Sometimes it just go that way. TD, what happened on Saturday was it was meant for Jack State to lose.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
And the word of Coach Rod, what happened.
It was a perfect scenario for us to lose, and we lost. Now, going into it, we got Jack State versus FAMU coming up this weekend. It's game day. It's game week, game week. All right. Now, we know Jacobian won't be our quarterback on Saturday, right? We know that already. But we still got Ahmad Miller, who's 75 carries thus far, 5 for 532, 3 tugs. Nate Rembert, 400 of 23 receptions, 3 tugs. Quincy Ivory, 5.5 sacks, 54 tackles. And RJ Johnson for them, very controlled, plays within himself. 7 touchdowns, no interceptions. They stuck with him. He's coming along pretty well. They do a lot of quick passes with the young brother. A lot of 2-step, 3-step, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, get the ball out your hand type stuff. 3-headed monster at running back for the most part. I like the kid that just came in, Bailey, whatever his name is. Was it Haley or Bailey?
It's Haley.
Got some good deceptive speed. You know what I mean?
It's not deceptive. They look fast.
I mean, like from a like a quick step. Now he's definitely fast. I mean, like a quick steps type standpoint. He can like that change direction, get where he's trying to go a lot quicker.
You're right.
He got a little wiggle to him. You know what I'm saying? We got to tackle well, period. But we can definitely do some stuff on offense against them, though. We can definitely score some points against them if we execute, which I expect us to. And we got to get some pressure on the young brother. He can scramble if needs be, but I expect them to do a lot of the underneath stuff. Not very accurate, in my opinion, on the deep ball. They don't ask him to do too much.
Nah, but he'll kill you from 15 yards in, though.
Yeah, of course. And that's why I said if the game plan is that, then obviously that's the case. I don't think we sit back and fall back into coverage and just wait for him to throw it to the open man. I want to put pressure on him. Force him to throw. If you look at him every time that he was TD that he is sped up, his accuracy goes way down. For my assessment, but you got to get pressure on him. You get what I'm saying? Yep, ASU ran for 300 yards on FAMU. They sure did. They sure did. And I get it. They beat Alcorn. They beat Southern, 2 bottom feeder West teams. They just not playing well this year. In theory, it sounds good. They feel good right now. They get us in Tallahassee on a Saturday night, 7 p.m. kickoff Eastern Standard Time. But you got to deal with Shaq Bully coming. It's coming back motivated, coming off a loss. I like our chances, and we're going to be well prepared, very well prepared. The expectation, obviously, is for Brother Lockhart to lead us into Tallahassee, to have the ball off the rip. That's our expectation, bro. When you really get into just the numbers, look at Jared Lockhart, true freshman quarterback. So far, 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Is it more? Is it 2 touchdowns? He only threw 2?
No, he threw some. No, he thrown some against. Maybe they're talking about just Saturday. He threw 2 Saturday, but they can't be doing that because he threw some against.
He threw 1 Saturday and ran for 1.
He threw 1 Saturday. Threw 1 to Nate. Ran for 1, but then he had some against.
Tuskegee, how many did he throw? Officially throw.
I don't know. We had them by 30. We beat them 30-0.
I don't think he threw for 1 against them. What did you think?
Yeah. They say he only had 1 touchdown.
Throwing. Yep, that's right. Okay. He ran for 2. That's right. So he got 5 touchdowns in the time that he played. 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. My point is that 60% passer, just true for. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that when you put him there, Parker ran for 1 as well. That's right. More than capable. More than capable. You get what I'm saying? Sample size for them to pretty much try to prepare for it. Not too much. They can watch the Tuskegee game and scout that. It is what it is. We'll be ready to roll. We feel confident with Lockhart at quarterback. If that's who the starter is, who I expect the starter to be. Yeah, those numbers are right. Thank you, Travis. Yeah, those are accurate right there. But that's what he's done so far, man. 189 passer rating. He's only been sacked once. Ability to get out of the pocket, move around a little bit. And then the beautiful thing about it, two TDs, still got Parker, still got Ethan Terrell. We'll be fine at the quarterback position.
Correct.
Going forward, going into the schedule that we have. At the end of the day, I'm going to just be honest with you. TD, nothing about FAMU or Bethune-Cookman, anybody left on the schedule, had any of us concerned of anything. The only thing that is a slight concern is we can't lose anymore. So we who gives a damn? Just win the game. We didn't expect to be in a situation where my expectation was to go 10-1. I take 9-2. So whatever, it's okay. We had 2 losses last year, and you know what's funny, TD? We lost to FBS school in the Sun Belt. We lost to Grambling. We lost to Grambling. We didn't lose no more. We had a quarterback change after we lost to Grambling. You know what I'm saying? I go on, and need I say more. But go ahead, talk to me. What's your thoughts?
Well, you were speaking on Lockhart. I mean, we knew. I mean, we knew coming in when he signed with Jackson State, and everybody looked at his film. We knew the young man was special. Period. I mean, before he even committed or whatever the case may have been. But when he decided to come to Jackson State, we knew that the young man had talent. You and I and a few more of the fellas that was able to go over there, we saw it in person.
Yeah.
And we knew if anybody was going to get a general push, it was going to be that young man.
Yep.
However, we knew the situation with him coming in, health-wise and all that stuff. And I was a proponent of the red shirt because when I first saw it, first of all, he don't talk a whole lot. When I looked at him and the way he look at you, man, the first thing came to my mind with the way I saw him play, I said, this young man is an assassin. He wants to beat you bad. And he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He one of the ones that that throw a touchdown, look at you and like, oh, that's just the beginning. I got more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a gamer. And I knew that. And when I saw him, even at the camp the first time I saw him, when I told you he throw that ball and he said, poof, yeah, I knew he was that guy. I knew he could do it like that. Yeah, and still, I was like, if this young man get a year under his belt, learn the system, man, the general, at this time, these are my thoughts, Ken. The general take us to another Celebration Bowl, win, get 2 on our belt, and then bring Lockhart in and continue that ride.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. That's
definitely what we wanted, and that's what we were looking forward to, man. So with that being said, I have no questions about coming into this weekend. I don't know who's gonna be the starter. Hey, I don't know who's. I mean, again, I don't know who the starter gonna be. Again, we have 3 more quarterbacks on there, but most likely, it probably will be Lockhart. I don't know, but we'll just say either way it go. Definitely, if Lockhart is at the helm, I have no question. I have no question that we still can maintain.
You know what's beautiful about this, bro? You know what's beautiful about Lockhart starting, if that's the case? Ahmad Miller, Denario Davenport, Travis Terrell.
Yeah.
I think fam, you're gonna have their hands full stopping the run.
Yeah,
we had some hiccups along the way, but I think you're gonna see Miller. Miller had a very uncharacteristic game, TD, Saturday. I don't think you're gonna see that type of Miller this Saturday, bro. I think you're gonna see Miller play well today.
You know what was important about Miller games, since you're speaking on that. No, he didn't have the yardage that he usually had with the carries that he received. However, he made clutch runs at clutch times. Third down, third and long, fourth and short. You know what I'm saying? He made that happen.
Last year, Nate Rimber had a big game against FAMU. He was back home. I think he'll be happy to be back home as well, bro. So I expect big moments for him as well. So it's just going to be a fun game. FAMU is going to be ready to play. We're going to be ready to play. It's a budding rivalry. Last time we was in Tallahassee, TD, we won. That was 2018. We won 18-16. Tony Hughes versus Willie Simmons. Terrible clock management on the goal line, but we won. You know, so I just think we'll be efficient enough and we'll do enough to score points. They had their best offensive output, but shit, Southern defense wasn't very good in that game. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm not gonna take anything away from them. That was probably their best offensive output that they've given all season, and they looked about the best. So anytime that's the case, you kind of go into that game feeling confident. Especially giving up the fact if we didn't have our best defensive performance and they had their best offensive performance, that will give them some confidence that they can have some success against us, TD. But our defense got to step up to the challenge and be able to take that challenge on the chin and say, you know what, we weren't our best here, but we going to Tallahassee with our A game, and we're gonna make sure that we give our offense the ball back and more opportunities to put up points. That's what I think. That's the game plan. Go score points and go make it do what it do.
I mean, but okay. As I was saying, to finish up on the quarterback side, Tiger Nation, we good. You know, Coach Taylor, you know, Coach O, they did the recruiting for that. I mean, we good on that. So, you know, so fret not in that department, you know, running back department. To be honest with you, Ken, what you just got through speaking on is what more alerting to me. You spoke on the three-head monster that has developed in Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? With Haley, with Franklin, and with Somerset. Well, we knew about Somerset. We knew about Franklin. Man, Franklin, a bull, you know, he's a bull, man. I mean, he's tough to bring down. And he won't contact. He's a physical runner, you know, as far as Franklin. Our defense definitely have to be ready for that challenge. I think some of the things that
has had the best year to me, unless I'm just tripping. He's been solid, but he hadn't had the. I mean, he's been you're right. He's been solid. Go ahead.
I mean, he's been solid, and at the same time, now you know, so you got to take out the physicality that he brings.
Yeah,
you know,
plays tough.
At the time that he
saw him last year as well. Yep.
Right. But see, here's the thing with that. He's that thug. He's their Ahmad Miller. You know what I'm saying? He's that guy. But now that they got this Haley guy in, it's gonna be very important that we keep those edges sealed, Ken, on defense, and the linebackers definitely gonna have to step up to play. And once they get to where they need to get to, far as the ball carrier, whoever you, whether it's quarterback or the running back or the wide receiver, we got to bring them down.
Oh, without question.
You get in there.
I think our defense goes as we obviously we try and stop the run, TD. When you look at the running backs itself, though, we have had quite a bit of success at stopping running backs. Our issue has been when the quarterback leaks. We get so absorbed with containing the running backs that RJ can also hurt you with his feet as well. He scored a rushing touchdown.
And that's a big kid, man. That's a big kid. He's 6'3". You know what I'm saying? He's
got to just go out there and put a hat on him, man. At the end, like I said, we got to come ready to play. We got to come ready to tackle, bring the impact, bring the physicality, and play sound, tough-nosed defense, bro. And then when we get the ball back, we got to score. It's that simple. Our issue has been leaking of quarterbacks, and for the most part, when you look at the games, we've given up the most rushes. Even when you look at last game, when we got Bradford had that one big run, TD. We kind of got him under control. Then all of a sudden, T-set leaks and he gets this critical first down. It's them leaks that we let out. Or let's go back to the last play, that the 4th and 9. Hell, we gave up that to a quarterback. So that's the thing. Like you said, bro, you said it very well. Don't lose, contain off the edge. We got to contain the edge, bro. And when you contain the edge, linebackers got to come ready to meet the runners in the gaps with physicality and bad intentions, bro.
We've been coming up a little short on it. I mean,
you can look at the stats and the results on the field to tell you that you ain't lying. No, it just, and I know coaches I've seen Coach talk more lately than he ever talked. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't happy.
We ain't normally quiet. Yeah,
he ain't happy about what he's seeing, man. I know he ain't. They gonna get it right. That's why I said, man. Sometimes losing makes you reevaluate everything you're doing, and if you see, because what happens is, bro, you can keep doing certain things, and if you win, you kind of just say, okay, we can just fix this, but we won, and you don't really give it the attention to detail like. Sometimes losing make you go back and say, man, I gotta go back to the drawing board on this. This ain't working, or that ain't working. Whatever that is, I'm excited to see what coach is gonna adjust into. But I fully expect coach to be ready to go out there and take FAMU, take their heart away, because they don't want to go out there and be the reason why we can't be dominant. I know that's the case. So I expect whatever it is. They know what it is. But as I stated, hadn't had a chance to talk to them, ain't in the room. But we are healthy, though, and that's one thing I'm excited about. We are healthy, and to get back another game, we got Kanye Varner in the game back now. We got Melo back. We got Salas back. We got everybody back. Everybody's healthy on defense, and we just got to go make it happen.
And to me, a lot of in some situations, especially when you talking about spying on the quarterback, man, Melo's pretty good at that. And then when Melo get there, Melo gonna really he really hits. Melo hit hard. He probably between he and Hargrove, from what I've seen, those two are the hardest hitting linebackers, man.
Hargun.
Is Hargun?
Yeah, Hargun.
Yeah, man. I mean, they hit pretty hard. I mean, they play pretty good linebacker. I seen they had Reed coming off the edge a few times, and Ashton Newman getting in the backfield pretty good. Again, man, we got to get back there. Once we get back there, we have to break down, man, and make the plays. Angles, Ken. Angles have been getting us pretty good too. And again, man, I'm not saying that we don't have a good defense. We do. We have talented play. I think we number 1, number 2 in the conference for a reason. You know, we played pretty good against USM. You know, I just think controlling the edge is the key, and pretty sure when you're in position making the tackle. And here's the thing about making the tackle, Ken. Once one person get back there, everybody else need to come.
See, you remember the game FAMU versus Alabama State?
FAMU versus I watched that game.
RJ was in such a bad rhythm. You know why?
They blitzed him.
They blitzed the hell out of him. They sped his clock up.
Especially coming off the edge.
Sped his clock up.
Yes, sir.
He sped his clock up, and TD, he was like 1 for 7. He couldn't, bro. He couldn't get a rhythm.
And see, once you have a quarterback like that, you put the blitz on like that, and then that allows the defensive backs to get picks.
I just don't think we can't allow him to sit back there and get no groove.
No, sir, because they have a couple receivers.
Wilcher, even the young brother.
Oh man, they're Wilcher. Yeah.
Number 2, they got some guys, man. I mean, listen, I'm EA. I was just playing with you. You want to come up? You can come up and talk, man. I was just messing with you. I always find it funny that you've been MIA when y'all was cheeks. Y'all won 2 games. All of a sudden, you resurface like a bad cold. Go ahead and come on up and say what you got to say about your team, man. I'm being generous today, man. Come on up, man.
And honor him trying to come up. Shout out to Shockey, man.
Yeah, man. Shaka, man. We miss Shaka. Rest in peace to the good brother. Man, he was a real one, bro. Nothing like Shaka, man.
Hey, but another thing too, Ken, on the flip side, on our offense, we definitely should. I mean, last thing I'll say about their offense, man, they do have a good offensive line. They have Gables. I think that's his name. I'm 71.
Ain't no damn annual visit. You stayed in the chat. Texas, talking about go on this. No, you just went. No, you disappeared when y'all were losing. You're not. You're a fair weather fan. That's what you are.
Cause somebody asked about him.
You've been MIA since y'all was ready to fire Cozy. They beat Alcorn, beat Southern. All of a sudden, your Wi-Fi worked. All of a sudden, you done paid your internet bill. Now, all of a sudden, you're back.
Yeah, definitely got to blitz them. But again, Ken, they do have a good offensive line, too. And like I said, they got some all SWAC players on there. I think one of them was at the at the media day. So definitely out the defensive line got to hold up and be strong against that offensive line in that run game.
It's out there already.
For our offense, it should go as normal. That should be, close to where oil chain is going to be. I mean, we have 3 to 4.
That offense is going to be humming.
I mean, shout out to the offensive line, man. Those guys definitely after the USM game, man, they really just shout out. I don't want to get to call the name Towns Blue, Trey, Quay, all those guys, man. And center Muda came back in. Hey, Muda said, I'm just not gonna sit on the sideline, man. Demetri Smith, man. He said, I'm coming back in, I'm gonna play some ball, man. And Barden. I like Ken. Those tackles, Barden, for him to be silent, for him not to say a whole lot, man. That young man plays some left tackle.
Yeah, he's a dog, man.
I mean, he run block and he pass block. I just sit there and watch it. We know Tom Blue do what he do, man. Baron Williams. I mean, shout out to the offensive line. Shout out to Coach Manny. You know what I'm saying? Coach Graham. They're doing the job with that offensive line. So, as well as they have running backs, Ken, we have great running backs as well. So and you named them off. I think we definitely be able to run on them with the offensive line that we have. And now they had, General, he'll pull the ball down and run too. So now if Lockhart get to start, now you got to worry about Lockhart running the ball too. So it's still a lot of things, still a high-powered offense, and still gonna be some great play calling. Shout out to Coach Rip, man. He been doing this thing with the play calling too. So I mean, I give credit where credit is, due or what I see. So I think it'll be a good game, and I definitely know that we still have what it takes. We still the national champion. We still gonna play like we the national champion because we're trying to repeat again. Period. And we have what it takes to get it done.
Absolutely, brother. We're gonna be just fine, man. I mean that. Hold on. EA, come on up if you're coming, man.
Well, while we're waiting on EA, Ken, they like the screen too. They like short pass. Like you said, they like short pass.
Yeah, he's a short pass guru.
Yeah, that's short pass guru. The screen, and Ken, we hit and miss on that screen sometime. I mean, we allow too many yards sometime on that screen. Anywhere from 3 to 15 yards, man. We got to definitely be more alert for that screen.
Turn them pass rushers loose. Let them go get the quarterback.
Period.
Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Can't throw it if you're under duress. Make inaccurate throws when you're under duress. Drop 7, rush 4. That's my thought process on this game. You can determine how you want to do it on the 7. That's what I would do.
That what you do?
I'm sending 4, possibly 5 sometimes. I'm not.
Well, you just took it out of my head. After an occasion, I send that linebacker too.
I'm sending 4, possibly 5. I'm just aggressive when it comes to defense. That's why,
especially when it's on their side of the field.
Yeah, I would definitely do that in this game. Make it tough for them because.
But see, here's the problem right now, Ken. Not everybody feel like they got a shot since the game Saturday. And true enough, it's open.
You gotta go take it from them now.
We got it. Yeah, right.
Now start one by one. You take it from FAMU. All right, who next? Get what? We get Valley while they over there knocking each other head loose. Who they play next week? Let me look at something. Hold on. So, FAMU, after us, they got Pine Bluff. Then they got Alabama A&M. Then they got Bethune. Then they finish up with Valley. So, at the end of the day, all we got to do is win. You know, after we play them, Prairie View got both Alabama schools after that. Shucks, who Ram got Alabama A&M, and then they got Bethune, then they got Alcorn. So ain't no easy sledding for nobody really. Alabama State probably the only one that's got the easiest schedule, TD, in my opinion, going left over. They got Texas Southern, they got Prairie View, Texas Southern, Mississippi Valley, Pine Bluff, Tuskegee. They're gonna beat the hell out of Pine Bluff, beat the hell out of Mississippi Valley, Texas Southern, and Alabama State. That's gonna be a tough one they're gonna be a tough out for Texas Southern. In Montgomery, Prairie View, I think they win out. I think Alabama State wins out, in my opinion, unless they have some type of blunder. But I tell you like this right here, they'll tell you if you don't think a injury can alter your season, go look at Alabama State last year. Body goes down in literally the first game of the season. So your whole season is kind of, you're just trying to figure things. Actually, they lost 2 quarterbacks in the first game. 2.
I mean, it's rare. It's rare that your starter goes down and you continue to make a run. I mean, I probably can pick out a handful of teams that did it. The most notable one coming to mind would be the Washington Redskins when they had Doug Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's the most notable where a quarterback came in and went all the way. Doug Williams went all the way to win the Super Bowl. But I like to give a shout out again to our defensive back. A lot of people maybe question some of the things going on with our defensive back. But a lot of time, man, the quarterback have a decent amount of time, to throw the ball. So our defensive back, they've been pretty solid.
Man, the Dodgers they done dropped another damn game.
Let's see here. I will call you after the show. Okay. Well, but like I said, man, shout out to the DBs. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing pretty good, Ken. A lot of they've been playing as hard as they can for us trying to cover receivers for a decent amount of time. So y'all don't know. That's not, you know what I'm saying, KJ and Mike Smith, Rogers. You know what I'm saying? Keep balling, keep your heads up, stay with your man, keep playing. We're gonna get a little more pressure on that quarterback, man. Those young men start getting some picks.
Yeah, man.
Go according. Yeah. That's right.
But nevertheless, man, looking forward to heading over to Tallahassee, man. We'll be in on Friday. Link up with Merch Pack. And you can go holler at EA, whatever he got planned going on. Whatever. I thought you was coming up, dude. You talking about drop the link, then don't. Now you talking about plans. We sitting here waiting on you, bro. Anyway, we'll move around. But no, man, I didn't finish the game versus Alcorn, though. So I'm going to finish that game. They said, we staying in Destin, please, no more 3. Anyway, I ain't touching that. Philadelphia did it with Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurst. Who was Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts.
Who was the starting quarterback that year, though?
For who?
For Philly. I was talking about starting quarterbacks going down and the backup, coming in and taking the team all the way to the promised land, or at least having a winning season. And on somebody, just off the top of my mind, that went all the way to the top.
Carson Wentz.
Nick
Foles was a quarterback then.
Yeah, Nick Foles was a quarterback.
Wentz went down.
Right, exactly. So Foles, yeah, Nick Foles, and definitely
Tom Brady.
Nah, they didn't win nothing when Bledsoe went down and Tom Brady took over. Did they win that year?
No, that was what they talking about with Philly. That was Carson Wentz and Nick Foles.
Yeah, Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. Yeah, when Carson Wentz went down, yeah, Nick Foles took him on to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. But I thought about and I did that intentionally when you talk about Doug Williams. I mean, unfortunately, he did it against my Broncos when he with the Washington Redskins, And they definitely didn't expect anything. Didn't expect him to do what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But he came in as a backup. And their quarterback went down and went out where he won the Super Bowl.
Right. But no, man. But just listen, man. We'll do our Saturday morning breakdown show preview. But I think when it comes to this, we just got to go play, man. I think I want to see us kick the ball off and go get it. We got to find a way. We just got to find ways to win. Winning is not that hard. We had the game in our hand, even after having our back against the wall. We just did some most funny, goofy stuff, man. So hopefully that don't happen. Yep, Dak Prescott took over for Tony Romo, won like 9 straight games or something like that. They went on a winning streak after Dak took over. They didn't win the Super Bowl, but Patriots won the Super Bowl the year Brady took over for Bledsoe. And Drew Bledsoe, career over there was over.
I don't think we heard from Bledsoe again, man.
The guy for the Giants when Phil Simms went down.
Jeff Hostetler,
yep.
I mean,
those who are traveling, be mindful of the Florida State traffic. That is true. Florida State will be. I've never been to Tallahassee before, man.
Neither have I.
Who put it in the chat if you're going to the game, man. Let us know before we get up out this joint. We dropped the link for EA. EA's chickened out. You ain't got no confidence in that team. That's why he ain't coming up there. He don't want to get put on record. Look, Shaka in the spirit now, so he ain't gonna correct you for your inaccuracies this time. It's Florida State's homecoming. Travis going. Who else going? Somebody said I might. Brother Stokes said I'm there. Romeo Jackson.
Pamela says she's going. Hey, Pamela Johnson.
I'll be there. There's some Arriving Friday at 1:30. Taliban. We pulling up deep, man. We taking over Tallahassee, man. Florida folk are different, weird, different. Y'all be careful. It is dope. Here, look who the cat done drew again. I see snake skin, rattler skin. Gotta get your Wi-Fi right, EA. Connect your microphone.
Miss Desi. I mean, everybody be safe, man. And definitely continue to have a positive attitude. Bring your pom-pom. Let's go take over Bragg.
We're going to brag a little different that weekend, or this weekend, man. Looking forward to it, man. First time in Tallahassee. Shout out to my brother Merch Pack, man. Jason Hogg, looking forward to linking up with Brody on Friday. Show us around. Red face mask this week. That's a good question. I like that. I like the thought of it. I like the way we play with that red face mask on. So hell, hey, put that red face mask on, Coach.
Co-pilot, what's up? Let me see. Who is that?
Who what? Florida man?
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about it.
Anyway, I still
tried to come up. He couldn't. Something didn't go right just then. I think it's sound or something. We're gonna get EA one more shot to come up, and then we'll go from there. We vacationed in Atlanta. We had a nice time there. Okay, we'll see. We'll be there for a couple nights. See what's cracking-lacking in the city. Friday night, planning on moving around a little bit. See what's happening.
Visiting again? You coming this time? She said she visited over the summer. She coming this time?
Need to come there for the game, man. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, man. Night game, bro. Officially night. Night under the lights in Tallahassee, man. I like it.
Yeah, we coming in full throttle.
You'll be amazed What y'all talking about with this Florida man? Who this person is? What is a drama series?
Miss Act Right. He ain't acting right.
Miss Act Right. I'm going to miss this one. Still ain't missed one. I still ain't missed the game under Coach Taylor yet, man. Our streak continues, TD.
Yeah, the streak continue.
We'll see. Here we go. All right, Brother C. Lee, you out there, man? You out there, man? Come on up. We're gonna leave EA where he at. We'll talk to EA over the weekend.
Priority, Miss Act Right. Priorities. I got you. Understand.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna get up out of the joint myself and finish packing. Or I'm gonna be leaving here. I'm gonna head out, probably hit the road, hit that slab, hit the not slab, but hit the airwaves tomorrow.
I still would like to give a shout out to the coaches, man. The way they still hold thing together with the next man up, type attitude, man. So Tiger Nation, we're gonna be fine, man. We definitely gonna be fine. Sheely said he said,
yeah, we're gonna close it out with Brother C. Lee, man. Haven't been up in a minute. Just come up and give us your thoughts on this listening session and where we are with the president's search, and I'm gonna be more of a listener now.
Man, C. Lee said, "Here I come," like he back in Clarksdale. His mama done called him to come to dinner. Here I come.
She sound like that what you used to do.
I did.
Come and eat. Here I come.
Hey, come on, kid. You didn't say that.
I done said it a whole lot of times. First thing you say, huh? Ma'am. Yeah,
what
ma'am.
You say? Boy, come here. Here I come.
Here I come.
And then you mess around, wait 60 seconds, she be in your room with that belt.
Hey, Boogie. Hey, man, you put that same comment in the chat last show, bro. You ain't got to make the same post, the same comment, bro. It's not happening. We saw it the first time on Monday, bro. Keep dreaming, though.
Who you representing?
Man, that'd be the most boringest damn Celebration Bowl on earth, by the way. Nobody want to see no Delaware State Prairie View in the Celebration Bowl. You don't even want to see that. Man, I actually think Delaware State gonna win Celebration Bowl.
Cottrell, here I'm on my. Hey, here I come.
There you go.
Hey, y'all be playing about this fish, man. Y'all gotta get that Louisiana hot sauce. Come on with it. Hey, it's just not playing with me, but it's fish, man.
What's happening, brother? C. Lee? That's an interesting shirt you got on right there.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
this might hey, first of all, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
this my graffiti bridge shirt. You have to understand. They don't know nothing about that graffiti bridge. This my graffiti bridge shirt.
Man, I was like, man, I need to take my collar out of this joint, man. Try to look like yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I had 4 of these things made in 4 different colors.
What is you doing?
I'm glad you put that in the chat because y'all was there talking about music I ain't know nothing about earlier. Y'all was talking to me. I ain't know nothing.
You know nothing about that Master P?
I didn't know none of them songs.
Oh my goodness!
Here's my rule.
It is a whiteout for us. We wearing white.
If you can't play the guitar, I probably don't know your music.
He said she was cold as ice long ago, baby.
Hey, brother. See, look at Travis Jerome. Now I ain't even worried about it. Travis.
Hey man, let me tell you something. This is family affair. We always have fun with it. No, but on a more serious note, First of all, I'm hurt behind that Mackenzie Scott stuff, brother C. Lee. God dog it. How we miss out on that money, man?
Well, as it was said, they reached out, and what happens is when you have turnover after turnover. If you were watching the IHL report, we went from over $100 million in reserve to research reserve to less than $20 billion in research reserve. And the way that you lose your research reserve is that you don't have leadership at the top that can sign off of you going after certain dollars. Like if you don't have leadership at the top, right, who's going to sign off on your grant dollars? Who's going to sign off on your research projects? And so when you keep having president after president after president, no one is actually able to sign off. And then the other, you reverse it. Who's going to give money to an institution when they don't know who's running it?
That's right.
You know, it's one of those things where we all like going to our favorite restaurant because our favorite restaurant is the same restaurant every time we go. In fact, it stops becoming our favorite restaurant when it's no longer the restaurant that we fell in love with. So the university, we were not able to apply for those monies. And also, here's the other thing, and this is the thing that I mentioned. When you have high president turnover, you know what you also have? You have a lot of acting and interim department heads and deans.
Yeah.
So when you have a lot of acting and interim department heads and deans, it's difficult to have permanent projects because if you are think of it like this way. How difficult is it for a lame duck coach to have authority over a team? Right? If you know your coach is going to be gone, or you know your coach hadn't been extended, or you know that the ownership doesn't really think your coach is the guy, then the players are not bound to respect and play hard for their coach. So in the same way, if you have an acting chair or acting dean or acting a dean of college of liberal arts or college of engineering, right? The professors can't really make any plans about their research because they don't know who the chair is. So it's that top down. And so over that time, we simply lost a lot of our research reserves because we didn't have anybody that could make long-term plans. For instance, every president has a 3-year plan, right? A 3 to 5 year plan. So if every president has a 3 to 5 year plan, but you changing presidents every 2 to 3 years, there's effectively no plan. The plan is, let me put it this way. In playing spades, well, we used to play spades, there was a phrase called stay here, right? We used to say, I'm just trying to get, if I look up and I know that Brother Ken and Brother TD about to run that kitty, they about to, Brother Seeley and his, I'm just trying to get some stay here, TD. I'm just trying to get them folk books to give me some stay here. So when you got turnover after turnover, the professors are not thinking about progress. The professors are not thinking about evolution. The professors are just thinking about some stay here. I just got to do this job here, teach these classes, right? And then maybe hope that in 2 to 3 years, I can get some stability so we can really write. Because again, you can't even create a proposal because you don't know who's above you. And every time you get new leadership, you have to rewrite your proposal. I'll give you an example. One of the best things that happened for me is, so the last thing we did before I retired in the English department, myself and these 2 brilliant sisters. So myself, the chair, Dr. Ebony Lumumba, and full professor, Dr. Rochelle Smith-Spears, the 3 of us got together and we created the creative writing program. So Jackson State has a creative writing program because of us 3. Now check this out. When I retired, Dr. Lumumba had enough foresight. She said, look, Brother C. Lee, whenever someone retires, we tend to lose the line item. So what I'm gonna need you to do is come back as an adjunct so I can keep you in the line item. So one, they don't take the line item, but two, so we can have these classes in the computer for 3 years so we can then raise the money to have a visiting professor and also have a artist in residence. We created the program, TD, in 2020. It took until 2025 for us to get the funds to have a visiting professor and an artist in residence. So that's 5 years, Brother TD. So because we had a permanent chair, we could make some 5-year plans, and she could say, okay, I know you're going to retire, but I need you to teach these advanced poetry classes so that we can get this going. But if you have turnover after turnover, you can't have a 5-year plan. And when you're writing a grant, grants come with what's called deliverables. And deliverables are essentially, what do you plan to accomplish with this grant? What do you plan? We're going to give you this money. And so what do you plan to show in 3 to 5 years? Well, the people giving the money is going to look at your institution and say, how can you tell us you're going to make these deliverables in 5 years when you don't have a president for more than 3 years? And that is how we missed out on so much money.
So you went to the listening session, right?
Yes.
Talk to us about that. For those who didn't get a chance to catch you and listen to what you had to say, and how's that going so far? I know we talked.
So the first thing I would say is they started slow, but then they picked up, and I think that I was happy to see them picking up. I still would have liked to see a little bit more engagement from the professors, right? Here's what I'll say to professors. If you get tenure for security, because you hear a lot of people talking about people are afraid to talk because they're afraid of retribution. My response to that is, well, what's the point of doing all that work to get tenure if you're going to still be scared to talk after you get the security of tenure? Because tenure is because of your resume and what you've done as a researcher, as a teacher, and in the community. And so we need to put a little bit more fire under some of the teachers, especially those who have tenure, to lean into the security that tenure gives them and not be so afraid to talk. But again, it got a lot better throughout the course of the first day, and it was really a lot better the second day. And I have to give the students credit because the students showed up. The one thing I'll say about the students is a lot of the old folks like me complained that it was a last-minute notice. Well, these students, they run their technology. So it don't take the students but a minute to flood whatever they flood. Because, I've never sent a text or a tweet in my life, so I don't know what they flood. But it didn't take those students a minute to get online and to talk to each other and to come through for each other. So the students did a really good job, and everybody else came along and did a really good job. And so I think that we can be encouraged because two things happened over those listening sessions. Everybody was hitting some of the same key points, but at the same time, people were also bringing different points. And that's a good thing, right? What you don't want is everybody bringing all the same points or everybody talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. So on all of the key points like housing, key points like how do we discuss tenure, key points about going from R2 to R1, right? Those kind of key points everybody was hitting. But then you had people also bringing some really innovative ideas about how do we fix it. And what I really liked was you had a lot of people talking solutions. So it wasn't just here's the problem, but also here's the solution. For instance, for an example, one of the things I talked about was because I was a product, Brother TD, Brother Ken, of work aid. Like I got work aid. And so, and for those who don't know, along with work aid, my freshman year, I was working 3 jobs, Brother TD, and 2 of those checks, I was signing them over to Jackson State. Like I was literally, I was working at Toys R Us, and I was working at Colonial Country Club, and I had a work aid job. My work aid job and my Toys R Us job was being signed over to Jackson State to pay my tuition, and I tried to eat off my Colonial Country Club job. And so what the suggestion that I made was that not only do we want to extend and expand work study and work aid, we need to think about work aid not just being about a check, but also just being about a credit toward tuition. Because a lot of times departments will say, we don't have money to hire students. So in lieu of having money to hire students, allow those students to essentially just get credit. So if a student comes and works in it, what's up, Brother Wells? How you doing? If the students don't have, let's say a student works in the accounting department, right? They do work aid in the accounting department. And the accounting department says we don't have work aid money because work study comes from the federal government, and then work aid is much more something that comes from the university. Well, rather than the accounting department saying, okay, we're gonna give you X amount of dollars, if you work a certain amount of hours, we just gonna give you that credit towards your tuition. So it'd be no different, Brother TD, than me signing over my check rather than having to sign over a check because you're not gonna see the money anyway. The money doesn't necessarily have to be there. We'll just give you the credit for the time worked toward your tuition. And we need presidents who are going to think in that innovative way. Another example is doing a better job, having leadership doing a better job of students getting credit for working on research projects with professors. One of the things that we don't have a lot of is because we don't have the money that a lot of our students miss on working on research projects with their professors at Jackson State. A way that you can support that is say to a student, hey, you may not get money for this research project, but it's going to count toward a certain credit hours for a class you take it. So for instance, Brother TD, let's say I used to publish and edit the magazine for 8 years, Black Magnolia's Literature. In fact, the picture that's hanging over me, those are all of the front covers of the magazine that we did for 8 years, right? So what I would do is, because I had a lot of students who wanted to get into publishing, and they would say, well, Mr. McInnes, can I come and do something with the magazine? I'll say, sure. And what I would do is I would give them extra credit for working on the magazine. Those are the kind of things we have to do. We have to be able to say, hey, here in chemistry, the chemistry professor has this project. We may not have money, but we can give you some kind of extra credit for this. And I think we need, because we could have had a lot even better impact if the professor simply would have given the students extra credit to go to the listening session. And that's the kind of innovative that's the kind of innovative kind of thinking we need. I'll stop to see if anybody got any comments or questions. But so those are things. There are a couple of things I can mention, but I just want to stop to make sure I'm not monopolizing or seeing if y'all got any other thoughts or questions.
Do you think it's being effective? You think what do you think the results of the listening session are going to be heard, and we're going to go? The process is going to be implemented where we actually do a real search. And I know Dr. Gregory is our interim, which I think she can be also considered for the position, right?
Yes. Well, I got to make sure, because I always forget interim and acting.
But interim, they've had some interims in the city, in the state. I mean, that have now that became full-time.
Okay, good deal. Because I always get.
I know if you were acting that you. I forget the official title. I thought it was.
That's the thing about it. But here's the thing: you can also swap it, so it's not a permanent thing. So even if you are the one that can apply, they can always swap it to allow you to apply.
Gotcha.
So that's not a hurdle. That's not a hurdle that can't be overcome.
So brother, so you, because I thought I was informed that if you was an interim, then you couldn't apply for.
What happens is it's kind of like a redesignation. If they want, they can come back and redesignate you. That's a precedent that's been set for a lot of positions. So you are right that based on if you are that, you can't apply, but they have redesignated. I've seen them redesignate people and then they can apply.
Okay.
Yeah. So that has happened. And so go ahead.
Well, I see Tamon Wells speaking to you. So he don't take you for a class. He's not trying to get no extra credit, and then saying about you know what? Don't make that juggle right, like you made me right.
Now that comes from
Tamon.
That comes from me speaking to the players.
I know.
Yeah. And I'll say this. That really speaks to the quality of young people that Coach Taylor and Coach O and everybody's getting in, because they are really engaged when we discuss the Jackson State history. Like, they take it to heart. And when they see me around, they will quote back to me a lot of the history that we discussed. And so it really, really warms my heart to know that they take it to heart and really internalize what Coach Taylor and what Coach O want them to learn from that. So yeah, I'm happy to be able to provide this service to them. What was that you just had about? I wanted to see if there's something I need to answer. And if she could be right. Yeah. So yeah, co-pilot. That if could be, you can always be redesignated. So that's not a hurdle that can't be overcome. To your original question, Ken, we will know, because what they're doing now is they're actually building the call. They're building the call and the advertisement, right? So when the job position is posted, how the job position mirrors what was said over those 2 days, that will let you know if these 2 days were for naught. So what I tell everybody is, the moment that the position is posted, go read what's posted in the criteria and for what they're looking. And then if you kept notes with these 2 days, you will know if they actually took seriously what we said we wanted and applied it to the actual search. And the thing that gives me some optimism, let me put it this way, some optimism. The search agency specializes in HBCUs. The brother who was on there, he actually has worked with or has actually advised well over 25 HBCUs, along with serving in various leadership. In fact, Brother Ken, Brother TD, when he mentioned all of the schools with whom he worked, afterwards I walked by him, I said, hey, brother, I appreciate that work you done, but all the schools you named was CIAA and MEAC. You ain't never done no SWAC work? What's up, brother? I need you to have done some work with some SWAC schools since you're gonna come down here. Because he had named all, he named all a lot of like, I don't think he'd even named any SIAC schools. But to his credit and to his firm's credit, they specialize in hiring leadership, or let me take that back, finding leadership, because I want to be clear. Their role is to define the search, post the search, vet the candidates, get it down to 10, and then submit that 10 to IHL. Now, I heard them throw around whether or not it was going to be 10 or 5 that they submit to IHL. But their goal is to find, identify, vet, and they talked a lot extensively about character vetting. And I was how can I say this? You know how you say it sound good? He did go through 2 or 3 particular points about how they vet for character and the things, because if you watch it, of course, because of our situation, a lot of people, yes, I love that. Thank you, Seven Yet. They will also stay engaged with the transition. That was the other thing that they said, that they're not just going to turn somebody in and ITL chooses somebody and then they out. Their contract says that they're going to stay there. So, yeah. Also, I want to say to co-pilot 1911. Hey, co-pilot 1911, put in the chat when you work for career placement. Because, Ken, one of my work study jobs was career placement. And career placement is when you become a senior, is where you go to Jackson State to apply for all of the jobs. So all the companies that come to Jackson State to hire students, that happens in career placement. I actually had a work study job in career placement. My job, Brother TD, was to make sure that all the students who applied, and I was an undergrad, by the way, I was doing this, was to make sure that your GPA and everything was correct and you were actually qualified to apply for this job. So I actually had to learn, one of the jobs I had to get used to doing was calling somebody in and telling them, like, hey, you need a 3.5 to apply for this job, and you got a 3.1, so I'm going to scratch your name off the list. Or they would say that you would need 2 summers of internships, and that person maybe only had 1 summer of internship. Now, I will say, TD, I'm not going to say I took pleasure in it, but there are a couple of times it said you need a 3.5 to apply, and you come up in there with a 1.7. I'm like, you know, you weren't supposed to be up in here no way. Don't be wasting these people's time. You better trying to graduate. Get up out of here with your trying to. You go get your GPA up and stop wasting these people's time.
Hey, bro, City. Hey, let me ask you this real quick. How effective was the 1877 project? How effective was that in this search? You know, for making this process be able to interact with IHL more and to have a say? How important was that project and how effective was it?
They shifted. I want to say it properly. The most effective thing that the 1877 project has done is made it clear that the board is being watched with intent. And what I mean when I say made it clear that the board is being watched with intent, I forgot the dude's name. I'm going to give you an example. So when Clinton ran for president for the first time, and somebody in the chat can help me. I don't know why, because I didn't support Clinton during the primaries. I supported California's governor because I liked his education plan. I can't believe why. And so, but we knew that dude couldn't win, TD. He wasn't coming out of California. Like, he wasn't coming out the primary.
Right.
But what we wanted to do was make enough noise about his education program so that Clinton would be forced to at least modify his and embrace. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What 1877 has done has made enough noise. And I want to say to everybody in the chat, when y'all get those emails from 1877, and it looks like y'all have been doing it, click on those emails, send those emails. Jerry Brown, thank you, bro, George. Jerry Brown. So Jerry Brown was the governor of California. Excuse my language, wasn't no way in hell he was gonna win. Like, he wasn't like he wasn't coming out the primary. We all knew he wasn't coming out the primaries. Like, it wasn't happening. So, but he had one of the best education. And so a lot of us, in fact, here's the thing, Brother TD, my father was part of the Mississippi Machine, the Democratic Mississippi Machine. And they were all like, you know, we gonna roll with Clinton. That's the best. And so people were on my father like, go tell your damn son to get out there, Jerry Brown. Camp. And my father, like, my son, a grown ass man, I can't tell him what to do, but my father knew what I was doing. And so that's what 1877 has done. 1877 has made it clear. Because here's the thing, Brother TD, I'm trying to get my timeline straight. If I'm certain, the search firm, I want to get the search firm's name correct. What is that search firm name? It's either ABG or AGB. I think it's AGB.
AGB.
AGB. They were hired after 1877 got active. They were not hired before 1877 got active. And so the question is, if you've done all these things the wrong way before, and now all of a sudden you got groups like 1877 getting active, and not only groups like 1877 getting active, but you got surveys coming both from IHL and AGB about tell us what characteristics and things that you want. That's a direct result of 1877 project being, here's the thing, Brother TD. Sometimes being an annoying gnat cause you to drive off the road.
It really would.
Yeah.
And so
a fly in your car.
Yeah. The 1877 project has been annoying enough to where they have at least forced IHL to at least give the appearance of being transparent and to give the appearance of following the procedure, when we know for the last 3 times they didn't even care to give the appearance.
Right.
And so at least now we pushed them through 1877 and through so many people doing the work. And that's why I was so glad to see people show up to these 2 days and to see it get better over the 2 days. It's like this. When people say voting doesn't matter, my response is always, yeah, it doesn't because you don't. And so when I heard certain people saying, well, it ain't going to matter if I go to these listening sessions. No, it's not going to matter if you don't. But in fact, if you don't go, it will matter. When I was a freshman at Jackson State, Brother TD, Dr. Marie O'Banner Jackson, she was an English professor, and she also worked in university studies. Dr. Marie O'Banner Jackson, she had a sign on her door, TD, and that sign changed my way of thinking. The sign on her door said, not to decide is to make a decision.
Facts.
And I read that, I kept going, not to decide is to make a decision. So if you were saying I'm not going to make a decision, you actually made a decision.
Facts.
Your decision was you didn't decide.
Right.
So to not be active is to actively not act. You are actively not acting. You are making a decision not to act. And I was glad that we had enough people show up over those 2 days. So again, once we see the description is posted and we see what it lists of what they're looking for with the president, because one of the things, so for instance, one of the things that I said is that one of the traits that I want to see in a president, Brother TD, is that we can document that your previous institution was better after you than it was before you. Let me say this to everybody in the chat and everybody who may watch this. Let me give you a new definition for greatness. If you want to know what is greatness, if you want to know if you're great, if somebody is great, here's a simple definition for greatness. Greatness means life after you is different and better than life before you. If life after you is not better than life before you, then you are not great. And so what I need to see for every applicant is what new program did that person initiate at their old school? How many new classes? How many new majors? How much money did they raise? Right? What are the tangible things? Don't come here with a plan. Don't come here telling me what you're going to do. Let me give it to you this way, Brother TD. And this drives me crazy. You ever notice when somebody's running for office, they're running and they have that little pamphlet and they give you a pamphlet, and on the pamphlet it says, I'm accountable, I'm dependable, I'm trustworthy. But they have actually nothing documented that proves that. Show me what you've done that shows me that you are accountable. Show me what you've done that you are trustworthy. And so what we need to do when we are vetting these candidates is to look at what they did elsewhere. Because what we all know is, if we look at least 2 of the previous 3 presidents, if we saw what they did when they were somewhere else, we would have known they were going to come here and tear stuff up because they tore stuff up where they were.
Kind of like hiring the coach, huh?
Yes. Look, brother TD, I know I'm finna bring back some bad memories. We had a coach that couldn't win in high school.
You're right.
We ain't gonna call his name because his name will never be rung out. We had a coach who couldn't win in high school. How the hell did we think he was gonna win in college?
Don't say his name.
He had the nerve, brother TD, when he left to go get another job, to say he was fired from Jackson State because they wouldn't let him practice his religion. And you know what I said? I said, you damn right. We didn't want you to practice that religion of losing. Take your losing ass religion on down the road. We don't want no religion of losing.
No.
Okay. All right.
Don't say it. That name is not allowed to be said.
And so
when how far are we? I mean, I know they're going through the process. So when is projected to have a decision made?
The firm said they will be done by midsummer 2026.
Oh,
so it'll be and I know that. I know a lot of people gasp for that. That's about how long it takes. Because here's a point that they made that I like. And I really thought about this, and this is true. Brother TD, if you hiring somebody, you don't want to hire somebody that can leave their other job immediately. Because that means they ain't doing the damn thing then.
Right.
You want to hire somebody who is so busy at that job, they got to pass out 2 or 3 projects. They got to untangle themselves from this. And so along with national search, meaning just that we're going to search the nation, get everybody in, get folks around. You also got to give people time to get untangled. So so you're looking at summer, early midsummer 26. But that's generally it takes. For instance, I served on a couple of committees. In fact, the last committee on which I served was the one for the dean of the College of Liberal Arts. And so I like to stick my chest out and say I was part of bringing Dean Rico Chapman, Dr. Rico Chapman, because he applied and he was our top candidate coming out. And Dr. Rico Chapman is a Jackson State grad. I can tell you this about him, Brother TD, because the way I paid for my master's is I was a secretary in the history department. He was a history major. That young man, Brother TD, came to Jackson State a top-notch scholar. He came to Jackson State. He walked through the door, and the other history majors immediately elected him as the president of the history club. He has been him since he was an undergrad freshman. Shout out, he's a Jim Hill graduate, right? And in fact, the folks at Clark Atlanta still mad that he left there to come here. They like, y'all stole ID. And I said, no, we only loaned him to you so he could come on back home. Because he was originally born and bred here, right here in Jackson, Mississippi, Jim Hill, and then Jackson State. And so working on that, it was about a year-long process of getting in, vetting people, and getting in the right person. And that's all. So I can tell you that it generally takes anywhere from 8 to 12 months to get somebody in and to do the national search.
Well, if it's a slow process, long as it's gotten right. Long they get it right, let the process be what it's gonna be. But like you said, we need some consistency in that chair, you know what I'm saying? So we won't be missing phone calls on millions of dollars.
That and amongst other things, man. We just
amongst other things.
No, I'm right there with you.
Right.
I think I'm just tired of having the president of Jackson State conversation. Like we need to take a break from the conversation for a while. Like, can we get somebody in place for the next 5 to 10 freaking years, man? 10 years, me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, man. It's just take your time, get it right, get the right person in place, make sure they're ready for the long haul, because we're gonna have to love JSU back to health in a lot of ways.
And I'm glad you said 10 years, Brother Ken, because actually in this day and age, university presidents are like college coaches, football coaches.
Facts.
You know, the days are gone. You're not gonna have a 20-year president anymore.
No.
Just like you're not gonna have a 20-year. You know, we are in, and I need to remind people, Jackson State is in a really, really unique but great situation because we got a head football coach who is where he wants to be.
Yep.
And I think that, and I don't want to make a tangent, I'm just gonna say this. Now, let me put it to you this way. Let me say it this way. The internet has made far too many people think that they're going to be the next Stephen A. Coon. And because the internet makes everybody think that, I said what I said, Brother TD. The internet makes everybody think that they're going to be the next Stephen A. Coon.
Okay.
And because of that, they either in the chat or they getting their little podcast. Everybody's trying to be the next Stephen A. Coon. And because of that, we don't understand that barbershop talk is private talk. And there are things that you say in the barbershop that you don't say online. But also, Brother Ken and Brother TD, I don't know how these people have energy to lead a game and get online. I do all my cussing at the game. I do all my screaming at the game. When I leave the game, I just sweated out my Jackson State shirt. I'm too tired to go get online and fuss and complain. But what we need to understand is, unlike so many people, we have a coach who is at home. We have a coach who loves his home. We have a coach who wants the best for the community, not just for Jackson State. And we need to think about those things when we're trying to be the next Stephen A. Coon, trying to be slick in the chat. And a lot of it is because we have too many of our silly Jackson State fans online and other platforms arguing with other people. So you online arguing with other people. So when the team don't do what you want them to do, you taking it personal because you want to go back and argue with them other people. Brother Ken, I said
right.
I said it before, and I'm going to ask y'all again. Brother Ken and Brother TD, do you know why in the last 2 years, I have never heard a non-Jackson State person say anything bad about Jackson State?
I barely.
I know why.
Why, Ken?
Because you don't follow it. You don't watch it.
I don't follow them. I have no idea what non-Jackson State people are saying about Jackson State.
For the most part, I'm there with you.
So I ain't trying to go prove something to somebody.
I know because people come tell me. I don't ever see it or hear it.
What people have to understand is that most of those people hate Jackson State more than they love their own school. Because if they didn't hate Jackson State more than they love their own school, they wouldn't be over here all the time. I, on the other hand, it's not like I got anything against those schools. I just love my school so much. I don't have time. Well, I think what was Coach Advanced Jones said, he said he a Jackson State fan. So if Jackson State had a kickball team, that's where he'll be. If Jackson State had a marble team, Brother T, you don't know nothing about the marbles. You don't know nothing about drawing that circle in the dirt. You don't know nothing about drawing that circle in the dirt and got that, and you trying to get that big marble. Look here. I used to leave with my pockets full of marbles, Brother TD. If Jackson State, I think I'd get me a marble scholarship. I still got some playing time left. So if I love Jackson State, and if y'all would stop arguing with them people, running your blood pressure up with them people, running to see, look, brother TD, brother Ken, I ain't gonna get personal, but a man that love his woman ain't arguing with another man about his woman.
Ooh,
that's facts.
So either you love your woman,
yeah,
or you up in the face of another man arguing about his woman.
right.
And if you up in the face of another man arguing about his woman, then you definitely can't convince me you love. I love my woman. In fact, I love my woman because everybody else say D I love. Y'all know I don't say that. I say D I love because I only love D.
That's facts.
Because I don't love but one woman. I ain't got time to be arguing about somebody else's woman. And so bringing that back full circle to the search, and what I just want to say that we need to understand that it's okay to argue in the tailgate. It's okay to argue in the barbershop. It's okay to argue with your friends. But you out here online trying to be the next Stephen A. Coon. The only thing you doing by doing that is pouring salt into the wounds of your own institution. And so we have to learn to love, either you love Jackson State or you don't. Now, I'm not saying, and I love what you say, Brother Ken, I'm not going to convince you ain't seeing what you seeing. Like I said.
I ain't even here to debate it. You see what you see.
Look, I feel, y'all know where I sit on the visitor side, and I feel bad sometimes when them folks bring their children, because I'm going to cuss all fuck waters. I ain't, you brought your baby. Because there was one lady, I can't remember the game. It was one lady, she had a baby kid. She was looking at me, she was disgusted. She was disgusted at the way I was like, and I looked at that lady, I said, we got 2 more quarters to go, so you might want to get your child some earmuffs. That's all I can tell you. And I went back watching the game. I watched the game. In fact, my wife got my granddaughter 4 years old, and one of my favorite sayings, I know I say it a lot, now one of my granddaughter now, she been walking around just imitating me, because if I'm really frustrated, kid, my thing, if I'm not at the game, I'm watching on TV, my thing is, what are y'all doing? And my granddaughter, 4 years old, she walked into the room one day, Brother TV, and she looked at me, she went, what are y'all doing? I said, uh-oh. I said, so we have to learn that we have to govern ourselves accordingly and understand that this internet is about more than you getting your 15 minutes of popularity or looking slick and cool or trying to get some get back because you over there arguing with somebody on a platform. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, you're not going to convince them people because them people don't like you. You're not going to convince them people. See, somebody who's already made up their mind that they don't like you, logic means nothing. Somebody who's already made up their mind they don't like you, facts don't mean anything. So you argue with somebody that facts and logic, it doesn't matter.
Correct.
So stop arguing with these baseless these people who are lack of facts and just love on your school. And so that's why I was glad for these 2 days to see the stakeholders come out and to help, because what we're doing is we are shaping and molding the apparatus that's going to be used to hire our next president. And I end on this. Those 2 days, that's not the end of it. So when you get those emails from 1877, click on those emails and send them. When you click on those emails, and if you haven't been connecting with 1877, go connect with them. Because they're doing the work and they're trying to help. And that's it. That's why I'll shut up, because I know I've been rambling on.
No, that was a treat, man.
I think we can stop it right there. I want to keep going. I gotta be honest.
Out of all the things you said, brother C. Lee, what I took most from it, love on my own woman.
That's it. That's it.
Go ahead.
Hey, and when you said it that way, brother TV, you know what it made me think about? Remember when Theo was having a problem with Justine and Bill put the concoction and made him put it all on his face? Then he said, now say this 5 times. I will pay attention to my own woman. I will pay attention to my own woman. If we at Jackson State would just pay attention to our own woman, we will continue to have the university we want to have. If you search, because I don't have the link on me, if you search the 1877 Project, if you search the 1877 Project, their website should come up. It's called the 1877 Project. That's right, bro. That's right, Brother Walker. That's right. Your own cistern. That's right. Drink from the waters of your own cistern. So again, I want to say, Brother Ken, Brother TD, as always, I thank y'all, for what y'all do. I know that thanking y'all is not enough. I know that, but there's a song back from the 50s. The song used to say, your love is such a thrill, but your love don't pay my bills. I need money. So I understand. Yeah. I understand that,
mm-hmm.
But, I do want to say that we appreciate y'all. Freedom ain't free. And that's what we have to understand. Freedom ain't free. Success ain't free. The world that you want ain't free. And we appreciate, all that you do. I try to stay in my lane. I tell people, look, I'm a poet, short story writer, and print scholar. I don't try to be more than what I am. If I can give some information to some people, I do that. And I let the people like y'all who are handling the NILs and those kind of things. And I think that if we all look, we just, I learned how to be I was a mediocre multi-sport athlete, Brother TD. I learned how to be a star in my mediocre multi-sport role. Look, TD, in basketball, they weren't going to never drop a play for me to shoot, Brother TD. That wasn't going to ever. In fact, my senior year, Brother TD, I played with a brother named James Clark. Brother Ken, he was 85% our offense. I remember one time we called the timeout. We was going to the huddle. It was 7 seconds on the clock, and we was all looking at the coach like, why you drawing up the play? The players get a ball damn, I just forgot the brother's name. Clark. I said, get a ball to him. And my job, Brother TD, was to make sure he got the ball.
Room point.
That's all. That's it. Make sure he got the ball. And so I think that a lot of times we don't understand there's value in playing your role. There's value in being a star in your role. And if each one of us find a way to be a star in our role to support the university, then I think this thing, because we got what we need. We got everything we need. That's why people hate us. They can say they don't hate us, but if they didn't hate us, they wouldn't come over here every time they thought something was going to pop off. Every time they think something going to pop off, these numbers get high. Why? Because they hating on us and they hope it. See what they think, Brother TD, they think that this house is made out of straw. Or they think that this house is made out of stick. But this house is made out of brick. So they can huff and they can puff, and all we gonna do is kick their damn chest in. And that is the end of that. And I'll shut up.
So what you're saying is that your woman is a brick house.
Yes, indeed. See, my tag. Let it all hang out. Oh. Stick it down, down. Now you talking Colorado. Stick it down.
Down.
There you go, Brother TD.
Okay, I got it. I like when they dance out their song, Brother T. Lee.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I need to say this, because them young people ain't got it right. See, back in my day, Brother TD.
Yes, sir.
When a young lady was named Peaches.
Oh,
she was.
Man, I'm about to go to bed. This finna get too rough for me.
I'm just saying. I see these young folk now, TD. They just giving away peaches to the wrong people. You had to be a brick house to get the name Peaches. Now I see somebody, he come out girl Peaches, like, no, her name can't possibly be Peaches. Look here, my father, look here, I'm my mama's only child, Brother TD. I'm my mama's only child. I am not my father's only child, Brother TD.
Why?
And at one point,
it was a rolling stone.
At one point, Brother TD, Brother Ken, my father dated a woman named Peaches. And she was a peach. So that brick house, that's what we got at Jackson State. We the brick house. We just got to remember we the brick house and stop running over to them straw and stick houses that can't stand. And the only reason those straw and stick houses standing because we going over there giving them energy. We going over there giving them foundation.
That man said Pearly May.
There you go.
Man, I bet not. Man, look, TD, I never listen to I never hear the name Peaches again differently. I'm Peaches. I was like, damn, I thought about what Celie said.
See? You had to be something to call you Peaches back in the day. I see some Peaches today. I'm like, no, you ain't Peaches. You can't. Didn't nobody do that. Didn't nobody do that, man. You ain't. Come on, man.
Very well put, Brother Celie. Man, appreciate you, man. This is we needed this. It was time for it. Been a long time. Y'all know when we'll be back Saturday morning. Family, I'm gonna shut this down. I gotta finish packing so I can fly out of this thing in the morning. So appreciate everybody, man. Make sure you hit the like button, get signed up for the collective, all that good stuff, man. It's good stuff, man. Did you got anything before we close this thing out, brother?
No, sir. Well, appreciate you again, chat. Appreciate everybody for watching, for supporting. Appreciate you coming up, Brother CD, providing us with the great information. Keep us posted. Other than that, y'all, let's go out to let's hit the road, go to Tallahassee, support our Tigers so we can continue to reach our push for our goal, which is the back-to-back HBCU National Championship.
Still first place, y'all. Got to go win.
Teams are going to be ready. So, again, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out.
Appreciate everybody. Peace out. D.I. love. Go Tigers.
Go Tiger. I only love DC.
That's it. Because I only love D.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
State said one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team. Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. D.I. love. Go Tigers.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you got to get word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. D.I. love. Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.